I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
That's right. Come on in. With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron. It's okay to run back on defense, no matter how you listen in. Fox Sports Radio, FoxSportsRadio.com, the iHeartRadio app, SiriusXM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now, live
We'll do it live.
on YouTube.
Do it live.
Thank you,
I
Bill.
can I'll write it and we'll do it live.
That's right.
Do it.
Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say it again.
Rob Parker.
Say it again, because I was
Rob
here
Parker.
yesterday. That's right.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Calvin Washington.
One more time.
Calvin Washington.
One more time.
Kevin Washington.
There you go. And we are indeed the odd couple on this funky flashback Christmas edition of the Odd Couple, the day after Christmas. And you'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake. Sorry about that, Ben.
I don't like Ben until I get an invite, Rob.
There you go. I understand. All I know, the cookies were good, the party was good. Okay, write it down.
Aaron was good.
Committed to memory.
Oh, God.
Oh, God is right.
Should have saw her onesie, Kevin.
Alex, you should have saw. I couldn't call it an ugly sweater because it was too pretty. She's too
God.
pretty.
Well, she had it on, so it was not ugly.
Ben, did you help her in, Dad? She couldn't do it alone.
877-99 on Fox. You guys are sick. For you laymen out there who can't figure out the letters and numbers, 877-996-6369.
It's not trigonometry.
And if you hear feedback on the line, when you do call in, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say to you, tough, because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
With all that said, always remember...
Sweetie Petey. Happy day after Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is Washington.
Hey, happy Christmas. Obviously, we did our text group and all that good stuff. And shout out to Rob G. Rob G, put your mic on. Because it's just me and you, Rob G.
Well, Rob G. Rob G is walking. Rob G, he's trying to talk to you.
Alex,
What you need,
Rob G, because Alex and Rob be acting like they do. We were here. Okay, y'all don't get no extra brownie points, okay? Me and Rob G take Christmas, enjoy it with our family, like other millions of Americans, just like there's some millions of Americans go to work. We don't want to hear y'all extra sauce, Rob Parker and Alex. Tell them, Rob G.
Well, you know what's funny, Kevin, is that, Kelvin.
Kelvin, there you go.
I almost forgot your name. You're never here anymore.
There you go.
Is that the two people who actually care about the listeners are talking right now. Ain't that right, Rob Parker?
Absolutely. We're here.
And that's the best part, too.
Alex and I.
You two care the least.
We don't have
What?
We don't have to be here.
Nope.
That's the thing. We tell everybody we don't have to be here. We want to be here for our faithful Odd Couple listeners.
Yes.
And you don't know
Rob
how many.
told me during our meeting today I had to entertain the unwashed masses. What,
Oh
Rob
no,
G?
I did not. Say,
Yeah.
Rob G, you need to stop.
It's okay.
And you know what? And you know, Alex, how many people called in and said, "Thanks for being here."
Couldn't even count them up.
Thanks for being here on the radio because you know what? We don't have a family to go to.
Hey, Rob,
we gotta work today.
Rob, they would have said that.
We're
They
not
would have
doing
said
all
that to Carrie. They would have said that to Carrie and Martin too.
You're funny.
Take your butt home and enjoy. Get you some snacks, put it on your chest, and have her watch a little terrible Christmas movie with you. It's okay.
We got all that. All that can come after the 3 hours of important radio that we do for the masses. And again, it's all good. Anyway, Anyway.
It's Trash Talking Tuesday.
No, it's not. And if it was, you would be trash because you a couple things went by the wayside for you.
This will be one time we would trash together.
Okay. Stress from work, money, not working the holidays with the other coworkers, family, just doesn't disappear at night. It follows you into the bedroom. That's where JJ Redick comes in. It's a prescription treatment designed to help prime your brain in these moments. Head to rugiet.com/FSR to get 15% off your order. That's RUGIET.com/FSR. Okay, Funky Flashback Friday, a lot to get to.
Woohoo!
But we start here with Rob G's Oakland Raiders. Oh, no, wait a minute. First, we should welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without
I think he misremembers.
You know that.
See what I mean, Rob G? They couldn't even do the show without you, Rob G.
Yes.
Try to do the show without you. They didn't even count yesterday.
Our producer is Rob G. Blood Mexican is there you go. Our engineer is Alex. Alex, one more time. No doubt about it. Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And I believe Elijah's working from home.
Never heard of him.
So Elijah is working. He's just not in the building because I see us on the YouTube and all that. So we're all set. All right. Rob G, let's start with your Oakland Raiders. Very interesting news from today.
Well, first off, Rob, they're not in Oakland anymore, but I appreciate that.
I mean, your Vegas Raiders.
That's how I know you're locked in this holiday season. You're talking about the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah,
Al Davis is going to make an appearance later this afternoon. We're excited about it.
Steve Hartman's going to be, Rob, when I was at Oakland,
that's right. And he's going to say, and you know how you know I work for the Oakland Raiders?
How did I know?
Because I'm still wearing the golf shirt that I had 30 years ago.
It's Raider Wednesdays when I wear my polo.
That's right. Now, guys, big news coming out of the desert today. Not great if you're a Raiders fan like myself. The Raiders, as we know, are out of playoff contention. They've been out of it.
That was week 2.
For about 8 weeks now. And this week is actually a big game for them. They're taking on the New York Giants. Loser of that game will have pole position for the number 1 pick in the upcoming NFL draft. Flash forward to today, on Friday. Our own Jay Glazer reported that Maxx Crosby was asked by the team to sit out the final 2 games of the regular season, claiming that he's still nursing a knee injury, which he is, but he's playing through it, and that Crosby was so turned off by this suggestion that he actually left the facility in disgust, and according to Jay, that the future between their star pass rusher and the team is now in question over this whole scenario, which is very similar to what's going on now in Dallas. Dak Prescott, after a big game against the Commanders, was asked about playing the season in Week 18. Dak says, I got too much pride not to play, so I'm going to play.
And once again, I'll say this. First of all, the Raiders have been eliminated way before this. So if that was the reason, you know what I mean, and they were eliminated and you want to lose, you could have asked him this or came up with some grand plan before this. Crosby, I'm not shocked that he's not that kind of guy. He's a stand-up guy. He's a player. Guys who are players, they play when they're healthy. That's what they do for a living. It's hard to ask people not to play when they're healthy, and he's been playing. So I could see where he would be turned off. And in Dak's case, too, again, I'm just totally against this whole notion of not playing people, even when you're done or eliminated, only from the standpoint, if the only reason you're doing it is because of some sort of injury thing, I don't buy into it. I don't buy into the idea that, okay, you don't play Dak Week 18, but Dak gets hurt in Week 1. He still got not playing does not guarantee he's going to get hurt or not going to get hurt at some other point. So guys just didn't do this. You just played the schedule, and some guys, some guys get hurt, some guys don't get hurt. This whole notion of asking people not to play, are you returning people's money? Are you telling people, well, we've given up, we don't want to win, we're going to take all our best players off the field. Can you give me my money back? Because that's not what I signed up for or paid for. If you were willing to make full refunds to people who you decided that we want to lose and we don't want guys to play, Kelvin, I'm with you. Give me my money. I paid $400 for this game. Did you see the Chiefs game yesterday? Were there empty seats?
Nope.
No. You know why they weren't? People bought tickets to be there on Christmas night. Those were some kids' Christmas presents, right? Mm-hmm. So if people are going to pay their honest money, people who are healthy should play. It's just that simple. They didn't tell Kelsey not to play. Kelsey, don't play. You're retiring anyway. We don't want you to get hurt before you retire. Nah, come on. I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
When you and I had these conversations, my thing has been only based around the guys that we kind of discussed have been Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, and Lamar at times, depending on what the situation was. So my whole thing has always been taking a Jaden Daniels, for example. You miss games because your legs are jacked up. You miss games because your elbow's been jacked up. That, to me, is a different situation, especially given how young you are. You've been banged up all season. Let's just shut it down, get right, get healthy. That, to me, is different than Dak. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly able. You've been playing all season. 4 or 5 games ago, Jerry Jones got it right. Our team is looking good. One of the better offenses. You are an MVP candidate, and now things aren't going right. Come have a seat. I don't like that. I'm with you on that. I want guys to play when they're absolutely healthy. This is what they get paid to do, paid handsomely. This is what's expected. And also, again, you have fans who have paid their hard-earned money. So my only issue had been when a guy is specifically a quarterback position, having banged up all year, been going through it all year. If you're Lamar, for instance, you're trying to muster it through. You're hurt. You missed 3 or 4 games. You get pulled out of 2 games because you're hurt. Let's just shut it down if that's what you choose to do. I've been okay with that. But if a guy's absolutely healthy, nothing's wrong, we're just losing, we're not going to make the postseason, or we're just not happy with how the season went, that's 2 totally different things. Get your butt in there and play. Get your butt in there and represent the organization. Represent for your teams. We're going to wash our hands clean, and we're going to start over next year and hopefully, obviously, do whatever you set out to do. Those are 2 totally different things for me, those 2 examples. So Dak absolutely should play. And back to the Raiders, I don't like the idea of sitting a Maxx Crosby because, you're so good, you might go get 3 or 4 sacks and we accidentally win this game. I don't like that. I think it's bad juju, whatever you want to call it.
You could never want to not win. Like, I agree
exactly.
with you.
You don't want to go out there and be like, you're so good that you can cause ruckus on that. And mind you, it's not like the other team is that good. So you being that good, 1 or 2 plays that you make, a sack, strip, fumble, can be in our favor when we win the game. We don't want that. So I don't like that. And he's had his opportunity, Rob. We've talked about this. People have asked, hey, do you want to trade? Hey, are they wasting your time and your talent? And he said, no, I'm trying to play. I'm trying to compete. I want to win. And I think something like this absolutely would rub him wrong. So it makes sense for him. And that's a bad look for an organization to take your best player, your leader, your captain, the guy to get your engine go, and be like, hey, man, sit out because, we might beat this bad team and we want to get a number 1 pick.
Of course, Rob G has a differing opinion, as always.
Someone got to bring common sense to the table if it ain't going to be the odd couple.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Look,
we don't agree a lot, me and Kelvin, all right?
Right.
Here we're together. But Rob G,
that's because y'all came from Detroit. Y'all used to losing, so it's okay.
I'm not from Detroit.
Yes,
originally.
you are.
What?
Yes, you are.
Rob G, don't you ever say that with your chest to me when you've been a Raider fan. Y'all ain't did nothing. Look,
I like Maxx Crosby. Maxx Crosby's great. They should keep Maxx Crosby around as long as possible. Having said that, the Raiders and Maxx Crosby need to understand that their team and their franchise is bigger than any one player. And as much as Maxx Crosby wants to keep playing and set an example and show, that he's one of the best in the league and yada, 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 the fact of the matter is, whether we have Maxx Crosby or we don't, we ain't going anywhere if we don't got a quarterback situated. And the best way for us to guarantee that we get the quarterback that we want is to lose against New York and lose in Week 18. Then, damn it, Max, go take a seat. You can help coach up the defensive line from the sideline.
Let me stop you.
And Dak Prescott is so hell-bent on having this on his record that when I'm healthy, we're never having a losing season. My brother in Christ, what is the difference between 7-9-1 and 8-8-1? Not a damn thing. Jerry Jones needs talent, and the difference between getting the top flight, whatever left guard that you need, and getting a second-string free safety is the difference between picking 12th and 16th. Then, Dak, take a seat. I want to see what we got in Joe Milton.
Here's my issue with you. There's a ton of teams that are out of the mix. So should they all just forfeit? Is that
a lot of them are?
No, should the Raiders just forfeit, not show up, don't play anybody?
No, you play all the young guys. You play all the young guys.
Why
Because you got to see what you have.
They might play well and win a game without the veterans. They might
That's
win a game.
the point. They don't want to win.
For their tape, Rob G. Come on, man. You know better than that. You can't go out there and mail it in if you're a young player. You're actually going to play harder than the veterans. You're going to play harder.
And Rob Parker, doing all that just to get a higher pick and pick a bad pick anyway.
Exactly.
Like, you don't know what you're going to get, and the idea that this is not, okay, if Caleb Williams of a couple years ago, Andrew Luck of 10, 12, 15 years, whatever it was, maybe. There's no Mendoza, maybe, I guess. There's no clear-cut number one coming out of here like that. There's no obvious Cam Newton or, these guys where they came out and everybody was like, oh, he's the one. So stop acting like y'all doing this for a quarterback that, by all measures, really people don't know if this is even a good quarterback.
You're doing it so that you give yourself the best chance to choose. So you're not stuck choosing the second, third, fourth option.
But don't you remember the campaign? Tank for Tua? How'd that work? I mean, like, tank for Tua, right? Everybody, they thought they were doing something. All I'm saying is, Rob G., the best quarterback or whatever player you're looking for might not be the first pick. It might not. It might fall into your lap.
But do you not have a better opportunity if you're the one making the decision?
You make the best pick at the best chance you have with whatever you have.
You don't know.
How many some of the best? But Rob G, you've been watching football too long.
How many failures have there been at the number one pick? A ton.
How many failures have there been at 2, 3, 4, all the way down the list?
And that's my point.
You want to limit you want to have a bigger margin for error, and the biggest margin for error is at number one.
You guys, the same team.
I completely disagree.
The same team that drafted Jamarcus Russell, right? That's the team that's telling us now, right?
Why are you bringing up old stuff, Rob?
I'm just telling you.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
I hate that we're on the same page just like this today. Boy, I tell you, how many number one picks have been drafted that I was supposed to be sold on that's about to be the greatest of all time, and some of them are doing what we do right now, and they're younger than me. Because they didn't work out, it didn't pan out. Stop it. You know how many teams are great getting second, third, fourth round picks and turn them into great players and they have nice careers with the team? Y'all better stop it with this number one pick.
Trying to figure out. That's what I'm saying. You can't figure that out. That's the part that's ridiculous. And I don't want anybody who's tuned into the Odd Couple to say, wait a minute, what happened? Kelvin's bet with Rob, what happened? Don't worry about it. 45 after the hour, Kelvin will get his due. We're all ready for that. His Lions later.
You got your due.
You will get your due. All that and much more. It is the Odd Couple, and 877-99 on Fox is our number. Maxx Crosby and Dak Prescott are healthy. Should they play in these meaningless games down the stretch? We'll continue that conversation next with you. 877-99 on Fox. The Odd Couple is in full effect on this day after Christmas. Right here on Fox Sports Radio, and you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Unless, by God's sakes, you think like Rob G in the US of A.
Well, here you go, my radio partner, Mr. Kelvin Washington. It's been a rough year for you when it comes to the NFL, and here's another one.
Hold on. First of all, don't be acting like it's over. It ain't over yet.
No, just hear me out.
Go ahead.
Because what's over is your terrible prediction that the Steelers were going to be just like a year ago. Instead, last year – They stumbled at the end. This year, they've won 3 in a row after that terrible game by Aaron Rodgers. Everybody, he's done. I wouldn't want him back. And if you look at how he's played and listen to the NFL analysts talking about his play has really picked up in the last 3 weeks.
Aaron Rodgers had some beautiful balls.
He had some yesterday. Did you see that one throw?
Hold up.
Okay, but here's the point. Is all year you question the Steelers. You poo-pooed it. I wouldn't wait for Aaron Rodgers. You need a quarterback for the future. Blah, 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 blah. And here they are. Not only did they go to Detroit and beat your Lions that were favored by 7.5, okay? Not only did they do that, They now have put themselves in position to win the division. Yes, they can win the division this year. And guess what? You were wrong about Aaron Rodgers, wrong about the Steelers, and wrong that this is just the same old, same old. It is not the same old, same old. And I feel as convinced as I ever have been, because I told you that they would win a playoff game, and the way that they've played, there's no reason why the Steelers can't beat the Chargers or whoever might come in for that playoff game in January in Pittsburgh in the cold. I looked at the team. How in the world did they go to Detroit in a must-win for the Lions and pull that off with great explosion plays? They rushed the football. They stopped the Lions' two-headed monster. 15 yards.
That was terrible.
They didn't even have T.J. Watt. He didn't even play. He's got a collapsed lung. So my point was, you didn't understand why they waited for Aaron Rodgers. And this is Exhibit A. 2 weeks left in the season, and they're poised to win the division. That's why they waited. They finally have a quarterback, not the greatest quarterback playing, but a guy who knows how to play the position. That's what they've been missing for the last 8 or 9 years after Ben Roethlisberger. Maybe not that, but since he left. They didn't have anybody who could play quarterback. That's why Mike Tomlin, you want to know the love affair? If they win the division and win a playoff game, they might get married. I mean, are you kidding? Mike Tomlin's been dying to win a playoff game. This is his guy. They have some synergy, right? They got a bromance. He looked at that guy and said, that's a quarterback. I would love to play with that guy. The Jets, they discarded him. Where are the Jets today? They said it was Aaron Rodgers, right? Oh, let's get rid of him. Let's go get Justin Fields. We'll have a quarterback for the – where's Justin Fields? He ain't even playing. Aaron Rodgers, 41 years old. And the bottom line is he knows how to play the position. I'm not surprised. That's why I bet you on that they would win more than 9 games. That's why I said that they would win a playoff game. These aren't all after the fact. This is what I added and talked about prior to the season. So I'm not just talking off the top of my head. I know everybody says, oh, you love Aaron Rodgers. Stop it. I don't play that game.
Why you can't love Aaron Rodgers, though?
Like,
why can't you be two things? Why can't you say this is what I feel the Steelers going to do, but also love Aaron Rodgers?
No, because,
it's okay, though.
No, it's not, because that's not who I am. Okay? I don't care about that stuff.
See, that's where I get mad. That's where I get mad.
I don't care.
Because if you
don't.
No, stop it. Everybody listening, watching, who knows you, your text group, emails, friends from the 10, 11 friends from back home, everybody knows you love Aaron Rodgers, and that's okay.
I don't love Aaron Rodgers. I don't.
Nobody believes that. Not a single person in this show.
He's one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen play.
Without a doubt.
That's it.
Look at the sparkle in your eyes.
No,
Say that
that's
again.
it.
Look at the sparkle in your eyes.
He's one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen play.
I didn't even see you talk about nobody else. So you get a sparkle in your eye like that. Now let me get back to what I'm saying. What I've told you since the whole conversation about him possibly coming is literally manifesting itself. I told you they were going to be the exact same team they were with Russell Wilson. You know what Russell Wilson was? He was 6-5. He had 2,400 yards. He had 16 touchdowns. Remember, he only played 11. He was 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson will almost having more yards than him in only 11 games. Right now, they're sitting here, what are they, 9-7?
No.
9-6. They got a chance to go 9-8. Maybe 10 or 11, we'll see. They have a chance to look exactly the same. Last year, they were 10-7. They might be 10-7. The exact same team. And if you look at the play of the quarterback, it can look the exact same. And you talk about the division, it took an injured Lamar Jackson, an injured Joe Burrow for them to have a shot. Hopefully you and yours enjoyed it. Rob, Parker, Kelvin Washington. And, of course, be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. You can watch it live on YouTube right now. We're simulcasting the show there. You can see our beautiful, handsome mugs. Again, search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Like it, subscribe, share, comment away. Rob G will read some of the comments throughout the show as well. So go check out the Odd Couple FSR on YouTube and subscribe. Do it! That's right, 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. Maxx Crosby's Pride, I want to play. Dak Prescott wants to play to keep his winning record as a full-time healthy starter alive. Do you believe they should? 877-99 on Fox, or should they lose, the team lose, and then get better draft picks like Rob G says? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, let's kick it off with Kenny in Mobile, Alabama. Kenny, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Happy holidays to you and your family.
Thanks, guys. Same to you. I think they should play. It sends a bad vibe to your fans, and I think it's just losing organizations continue to do things like that. It's never promised what you're going to get in the draft. As players, you're paid to play, and if you want to play, you should play.
100%.
Tomorrow's not promised. You're only as good as you is today. They can hurt themselves in the off season, getting out the shower or something. So, play. It's your job. It's what you do. You dreamed of as a kid.
You know what? That's your job title. What you know what it's called? You're players. You play. That's what you do. You're players. So
yes, sir.
I'm
like
with
Herm Edwards said, you play to win the game.
No doubt. Thank you, man.
You can't tell these
Appreciate
teams that they're trying to play to lose the game, Rob. Hey, come on over here and have a seat, Max. You might get 3-4 sacks. We don't need that today, Max.
Hey, Kevin in Culver City, you're on the Odd Couple.
To win the game.
No doubt. Fox Sports Radio. Happy holidays, Kevin.
God is good.
All the time.
Happy holidays, fellas. You taking me back to Pop's View Park Kenway to that the Gap Band, man. That's some classics right there.
Oh no,
yeah,
it's a funky flashback
Friday.
Yes.
You know it.
Oh yeah, and I gotta give you props. You had my ribs hurting so hard when I was laughing when Jerome called, and you didn't. The other day you went off on him. That was the funniest radio I've heard. It was so hilarious.
Wait, what part are you talking about when you told that man you're not going to wish him Merry Christmas?
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Hold on. Here we go.
Unbelievable.
You told that man. That man was Kevin, you know he was so mad the rest of this week. All day he was mad. Why are you so mad? Because Rob Parker said he ain't going to wish me a happy Merry Christmas.
Right.
Yep. The Raiders are clearly taken here, but it's for one reason. For Fernando Mendoza, they have to have this pick. And the reason they're doing this, they're so flagrant about it. No Brock Bowers, no Jeremy Chisholm, no Maxx Crosby. And Crosby's probably thinking, what are you doing? I've got 2 more football games to play. I want to play.
Right.
But here's the ramifications of this. The Rams lost the New York Jets in 2018 or right before the Trevor Lawrence 2020 draft. And it cost the Jets, Trevor Lawrence, and look at the trajectories of the two teams. The Jets got Zach Wilson. They haven't been able to get it right. And look at the Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence. So these picks have ramifications. If you think that Fernando Mendoza is a Hall of Fame top 10 talent as a quarterback in a quarterback-driven league, you got to.
Don't nobody think he's a Hall of Fame top 10. See, there you go. You took it too far, Kevin. I was trying to be with you. Then you took it too far. He looks like he might be a fine quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not putting
But y'all
a
got to
ranch
stop
on him.
acting like, I'm not saying he's not going to have a quality career, but I'm not tanking for him. If he's changing the franchises, the stakes of your franchise, then y'all got a lot of problems. All right, I'm sorry. Got me started right now. Man.
Rob G, one more or no? One more. We could squeeze one more, and let's do it.
All right. Who we got?
Let's go with who is that? Trucker Don in Boston, our guy. We had to get there. Trucker Don. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, Trucker Don.
Merry Christmas, guys, and happy holidays and happy New Year to all of you. I appreciate you guys. You know I got your preset on my iHeartRadio app, right?
There you go.
I mean,
oh, yeah, we appreciate you.
Best and most loyal show on the radio. You guys are working through the holidays just like us truck drivers are out here driving through the holidays. So got to appreciate you. And I called to defend my buddy Rob. He right as usual. Rob G saying that if you can help your team by sitting, you sit is not wrong. Rob Parker saying that fans come to see the specific players, that's why they paid $400 a ticket, is not wrong either. So, Crosby might have some incentives he has to hit. He may need them for an extra $500,000 in his paycheck. Nobody wants to sit out and miss that.
But
I understand.
Trucker Don, I'm hearing what you're saying. But if the teams offered, if the Raiders offered me a refund on my money when they tell me that their top 10 players aren't playing, then do what you want. But I paid my money, my hard-earned money, to go to the game. It ain't right.
I don't disagree with you.
It ain't right. It just isn't.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I don't disagree with you from a fan standpoint.
Right.
I absolutely don't. But from an owner's position, he wants his best chance to pick the guy that he wants. They've already got their eye on somebody. They already know where they're going to land. It's going to be top 3 picks for them no matter what. And of the top 3 picks, they already got their eye on one, and Maxx Crosby could screw it up for him. So from the ownership position, I get it. Sit out. You're doing the best for the team. Go sit up with the fans and sign autographs. I get Rob G's perspective. The guy is pretty smart for only being a super producer. You know that, right?
Yeah.
All right, Trucker Don. All right. That's enough praises. Enough praises, Trucker Don. All right, Christmas was yesterday. He don't need no more gifts, okay?
Yeah.
He's doing all right, Trucker Don.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you.
No doubt. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Happy holidays to you. All right.
And make sure you're listening when Kelvin pays off his Jordan bet. I just want you to know, Trucker Don, do not turn the station.
Don't turn. He ain't going to turn the station. He's got a long drive with us.
Turn your station on.
And I don't mind paying my debts, dang it. And I don't mind saying when I'm wrong. I told you that. On the way, Michigan got their man. Is it the right one? We'll tell you on the other side of trending with Steve DeSinger. Hey, Steve.
Hello. Kyle Whittingham's been at Utah the last 21 years. He's reportedly leaving to be the Wolverines' new football coach. Texas running back Quintravion Wisner plans to enter the transfer portal, as will James Madison quarterback Alonzo Barnett and UNLV QB Anthony Calandria. Ohio University promoted defensive coordinator John Hauser to head coach. 3 bowl games in college football. In a half an hour in Dallas, it's UT San Antonio against Florida International. Northwestern beats Central Michigan in Detroit 34-7. Central Michigan with 4 turnovers in a span of 12 plays mid-game. And right now in Phoenix, it's New Mexico tied against Minnesota 14-all with under 7 minutes to go in regulation. On Saturday, Penn State's at Yankee Stadium against Clemson, and at Fenway Park, it'll be UConn versus Army. Packers quarterback Jordan Love will not play Saturday night due to his concussion, so Malik Willis will start, although he's been limited this week with a sore shoulder. Quarterback Lamar Jackson of the Ravens is doubtful with a bruised back, so Tyler Huntley could start. There are 2 NFL games on Saturday, Texans at Chargers, then Ravens at Packers. Sunday on Fox TV, Philadelphia at Buffalo. Bills quarterback Josh Allen is due to play despite a foot injury. He practiced fully today. Buffalo kicker Matt Prater is still out with a quad injury. The Patriots say there's still a chance running back Travion Henderson plays Sunday after a concussion last week, but 2 of their wide receivers are out. The Raiders will not play defensive end Maxx Crosby on Sunday against the Giants due to his knee injury, and tight end Brock Bowers is on IR. Steelers pass rusher TJ Watt will miss another game after the lung injury, but linebacker Nick Herbig returns. For the Eagles, linebacker Nakobe Dean is out this weekend with a bad hamstring. Tackle Lane Johnson still out with a foot injury. Among the NBA games tonight, and there are many, end of one, Hornets lead 38-28 at Orlando. Con Knippel with 16 points. Back to you.
Hey, Steve, thank you so much. It is the odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Funky Flashback Friday. Hey, Steve. On the Funky Flashback Friday. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by Free Road Hazard Protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, which simply means they will come to you wherever you are. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. And as Steve just mentioned there, Rob G, Kyle Whittingham, with the Utah Utes for 21 seasons, now is the Michigan Wolverines head football coach. And comes with, again, a lot of success out there in Utah.
Yeah, man, it's kind of surprising that happened the way it did, considering about a month and a half ago, Kyle Whittingham was trying to be forced into early retirement by the people in Utah. they decided they'd had enough of him. They want him to go out and kind of leave them alone. And he said, I'm not retiring. I'm kind of entering the transfer portal. All it took was a Sharon Moore misstep to now he is the new head man at Michigan. He's got a 5-year deal, and at 66 years old, brighter days are ahead in Ann Arbor.
I'm sorry. I'm not buying this. All these young guys out here, these young coaches, a 66-year-old guy, you give him a 5-year contract, thumbs down on this. This is Pete Carroll 2.0, and Whittingham.
It's not at all.
It is a pork chop and a deli sandwich in Ann Arbor away from not being around here.
Rob
66. Oh my
how many ribs is Rob Parker away? I feel like I'm Chris Rock and I'm gonna get you sucker. Rob, 1 rib. How much for 1 rib? How you gonna be ages? Y'all dag near the same age.
We're not even close to the same. Are you kidding me?
Your birthday is next month. How old will you be?
What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna put you out there because you're my man, 100
no,
grand. But you better stop. I'll let it slide with the 70s.
I have no problem saying 62.
So
January.
you'll be 63 in January.
No, 62 in January. He's
so the man
66.
Stop acting like that's 86.
He's been in Utah for 21 years. Nothing good has ever come out of Utah. Can you give me something good that's come out of Utah? 21 years? That's the best Michigan could do.
Johnny Utah from Point Break.
Okay.
Listen.
That's the best Michigan could do, a 66-year-old guy as their head coach and give that guy a 5-year contract, taking him into his 70s. That's a bad hire. That's a bad hire.
Here's why I think it'll work for exactly that duration of the contract, 3 to 5 years. Here's why. Do I think this is obviously your 20 years ago Nick Saban, give or take? No, but what I think you do have is a guy who all of a sudden can get this thing right because he has been very successful in Utah. I mean, undefeated seasons, 10-2 seasons, beating USC, beating all the Pac-12 teams he had to beat.
That's why they asked him. That's why he entered the transfer portal because they didn't. Why they didn't want him anymore?
I'm gonna tell you, and that's perfectly fine because things run their course. We talk about this all the time. Mike Tomlin hasn't had a bad season, but it might be time to go away. You talk about John Harbaugh, who hasn't really had a bad season, but it might be time to go away. It happens. 21 seasons with anyone is a long time. So I think given what he has been able to do for so many years in Utah, make them a very relevant team, always in the top 20, always the top 15 at times. And then you have it now with Michigan's endowment and resources, with Michigan's ability to get some commitments. Yeah.
I was going to say, I just got a text from Charles Barkley. He said 2 good things did come out of Utah. You ready?
What's
John
that?
Stockton and Karl Malone. All right, Charles, you might have that.
That's the best. That's the best that came out of Utah right there.
That's about it, Charles. I'm sorry, nothing else. You can't even get a drink in a bar in Utah. You know that Salt Lake City.
You ain't lying about that. Listen, that might be why he didn't want to call it quits. He might still have some partying in him and some wanting to drink in him. Come on out to somewhere else. Can't do that in Utah. But I think this is absolutely a stopgap, Rob. I don't think they found their guy of the future. They didn't find their 20-year stretch guy. They're still looking for that. But this is a guy who can come in. He's known for discipline. He's known for physicality, which are 2 things that will go well in Ann Arbor. And if he can do what he did in Utah with the resources and the commitments and recruits he should be able to get with that big blue Michigan behind him, he should do very well.
Yeah,
I'm national title before he leaves.
All right, is he going to win one? If you were to say to me he's going to win a national championship, I can't buy it. Ohio State's there; they're not going anywhere. They still have a young,
they ain't even about to
coach.
win this year. Indiana about to beat them.
Okay, but they have a young, vibrant coach. They don't have some old man who's 66 years old. Oregon's rolling. Where are they? What championship
I never
are they
thought I would
win?
hear this ageism from you. I'll give you the 73s, Bill Belichick, the 74s, and the Pete Carrolls and all that. I'll give you that.
What is the average?
Y'all were in the same high school together.
No, we
Stop
were not.
disrespecting
No,
that
we were
man.
not.
That
No,
man
we
was
were
a
not.
senior. You don't know if he got held back one time. He might be a super senior.
What is the average retirement age in the United States? Do you know what it is?
Yes, 72 nowadays.
No, it's 65.
It ain't
The
65
average,
no
it
more.
Sure is. It's
Not
65.
no more.
He's already 66, and they gave him a 5-year retirement package.
Hey, and listen
That's
to this.
what they gave him.
And if Nick Saban said, I'm coming back to Alabama, they would kick DeBoer out of there so fast to tell him come on back, and he's 70-something years old. I'm with you on the Pete Carrolls and the moves like that. 66 for a 3 to 5 year runway, it can work.
All right, just remember, I'm just saying, I ain't buying it. All right, I can't wait. Coming up,
I can wait. Hey, my internet acting crazy. I can't hear you.
You can hear
what?
me.
Rob.
Kelvin Washington cried in his car on the way to the studio, and I'll tell you why next. It is the Odd Couple right here.
Can't hear you.
On Fox Sports Radio, and you know what you need to do.
Stick and don't stay.
Stick and stay.
And hang up.
He lost another bet to me.
Stick
2 in 2 years. You know what?
What?
I'm glad he walked out on Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr deserves all of it. All the smoke. He has created this monster in Draymond Green, and to have him walk out on his teammates and for it to be okay. And I would have told that dude, you better not come back out here, even if he ain't in the game. You better stay there if you're going to walk away from your teammates when you're trying to win a damn game. How dare Steve Kerr? Why does he continue to coddle this guy? Steve Curdle Milk is what you should be called, because your methods of coaching is ridiculous. He allowed him to sucker punch a guy, never even gave him a suspension, let Draymond talk about he walked away from the team and there was no discipline. And then they didn't want to suspend him because they wanted to make sure he was there for the ring ceremony so that he could get there. I would have said you got suspended for 10 games and we're giving out the rings on opening night and you won't get yours that night. I don't understand it. How do the other players allow that? You're another player on a team. You're going to let this guy walk out? Everybody has disagreements. You can't walk out on your teammates. What kind of coach has Steve Kerr turned into to allow this guy to do whatever he wants and then come back out? Kelvin, seriously, you play basketball. Come back out for what? You walked out on us. We're a team. Win together, lose together. We can argue. You can't walk out. It's ridiculous. I don't understand Steve Kerr, but I'm glad. Draymond, he's giving you a ton of rope. Use it. Make him look like the fool, because that's what it looks like. Really? Steve Kerr has no control over the team? You can walk out. Don't come back here. You don't come back until you apologize to everybody on this bench and this team and tell them it'll never happen again. Come back out. Oh, he wouldn't go back in the game. And you know what tells you how weak Steve Kerr is? You know what the reporter said?
You beat me to it. Yep.
You know what the reporter asked him? Was that
Draymond's decision?
Or yours? What?
I was when I heard that, I was like, what? Hold on, what? I would have went off for the reporter.
For the reporter even asked him that.
But that
tells you that.
That shows the leeway and
ridiculous.
The excuses that have been built. All right, a couple of things. So you touched on a lot of that, and we disagreed and argued all day yesterday. We starting off the show here mostly agreeing on this. This has been something that's been built up with this team for now 10, 15, 10, 12 years. They've allowed things with Draymond that have not been allowed with any other teammate. And you just mentioned something. You said, well, why would somebody else on the team should have been like, hey, man, you can't be doing that. That's the issue, is that their best player, Steph, is not that kind of guy. So Draymond would have Draymond. You get what I'm saying? If there was another Draymond would have Draymond Greened it right then. But there's nobody else who's built like that. And so Steve Kerr has built and created where Draymond gets away with stuff that nobody else could get with. Because if Draymond tried to get away with the stuff Draymond does, he would have let him know. He would have checked him.
I don't doubt for 1 second if Michael Jordan was on that bench, he would have grabbed him and said, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Or the opposite. If you left, when you come back, no, we good. We good on you today.
Get back.
Go, we don't
back.
need you. You didn't want to be a part of this comeback, this win, whatever. We don't need you right now. So let me elaborate on a couple other things. I think Steve Kerr is so much indoctrinated with Phil Jackson's ideology and the way Phil Jackson coached. Phil Jackson was so unique. He was telling Dennis Rodman, hey, go blow steam off in Vegas. And I think Steve Kerr adopted too much of that where I know I got different personalities. I got to allow this guy to do that. I got to let this guy do that. I'm going to give him leeway. I'm going to be harder on him. And I think he's trying to do that too much. Draymond has been allowed to do too much from a league standpoint and from a Warrior standpoint. You can't stomp people in the chest, punch your own teammates, punch other people, head like Rudy Gobert, cuss people out, cuss Kevin Durant out. That's so much so that he leaves the team. Like, how much more can a man get away with? And that's the thing that blows me away. And Steve Kerr has to have at a point where he puts his foot down, or that team. Who checks Draymond?
Nobody.
Does anybody in the organization check Draymond? Does the bully ever get bullied? And it reminds me of a scene in one of my favorite movies, Road to Perdition. Anybody ever seen Road to Perdition? There's a scene where basically the head boss man, his son is just a terrible, incompetent gangster. Tom Hanks is really the one who should be his son, but is not his biological son. The bad dude, the bad son goes off, does some wild stuff, and even hurts Tom Hanks' kids, kills his family and everything. And then basically Tom finally gets to him and he says, well, why you let him do that? And he said, well, that's my son. What did you want me to do? And that's what Steve Kerr has created, where they look at Draymond and go, well, I mean, that's our guy. What do you want us to do? No, somebody check him. Flashlight. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky Flashback Friday. Happy holidays to all of you. Hopefully Christmas was great. You enjoyed it with the family and friends or at Fox Sports Radio, as Rob and Alex were, and like to remind us of that. We still got a lot left in the show coming up next hour. Don't forget, we'll be joined by Sean King. Looking forward to chopping it up with the King. And also our last hour, we will have as well Mike Stoney Stone. Mike Stone, of course, Rob Parker's old co-worker from back in the day. So we'll talk to him in a little bit. Right now, it is time for Play of the Day.
1st and 10 at the 23. Stone fakes the give. Protection's good. Stone looking towards the right side. Man wide open. End zone. Touchdown. All by himself in the right side of the end zone. Lawson Albright. He was clear of any defender within about 10 yards. And it is 20-0 Northwestern.
Rob G, who was that?
That was Learfield Sports on the call. Northwestern's big win over Central Michigan in the Game Above Sports Bowl.
There you have it, as he just said. And that's your Tire Rack Play of the Day, brought to you by Tire Rack for over 40 years. Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. They'll come to you wherever you are. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And now it's time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
All right, let's get to it real quick. 2-1 last night. 101-91 is the record. Tonight, best bet, I'm taking the Clippers minus 2.5 in Portland, taking on the Trailblazers. The Pistons minus 9.5 in Utah. I told you nothing good comes out of Utah. There you go. And I'm going to take the Bucks plus 5.5 at Memphis. So the Bucks plus 5.5, the Pistons minus 9.5, and the Clippers minus 2.5. And remember, Kelvin, I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on. All right, once again, Kelvin, I tried to tell you. I told you so. I told you the Lions weren't making the playoffs.
You did.
Your team started 4-0. We bet Jordan for the second time. You had the Pistons beating the Knicks in the playoffs for a pair of Jordans. And this time, I bet you a pair of Jordans. And, of course, my man, he came through with the Jordans, and here they are.
Let me see. I'm sponsoring half your closet. What you got right now?
They are beautiful. The Air Jordan 40 burgundy. You see these bad boys?
What is it, velvet?
What is it, velvet? It's velvet.
Yeah.
Alex, Rob G, they saw him up close. What do you think? Beautiful, right?
Definitely you. Screenshot Parker.
And the mids.
Yeah, those are sweet.
The mids, like very nice.
Wait, the size of the shoe is mid or the Lions? Because the Lions are mid right now. Dang it, I'm so mad right now, Rob Parker.
All I'm going to say to you is I didn't buy into them. I told you that this is going the other way, and I get it. When they were 4-1, you were feeling really good. And when you think about –
first of all, if you're going to tell the truth, we made this bet after Dak, basically when they lost to Washington in the playoffs last year. This wasn't no recent bet.
No. I'm just saying when they were 4-1, you had to feel good. But, I just felt that. And Jared Tennis, as I like to call him, just another bad game. And we'll talk about that coming up.
We will.
We'll dive deeper into it and where do they go from here. Home, dinner, maybe a show. But this thing is doesn't look good, not only just this year, but as we go forward. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people think they'll just shake it off and they'll be like some of these other teams, that have had a hiccup. But this, to me, is a progression of falling off. And so we'll get to the reason.
I have a lot of thoughts on that particular
But I will
team.
say this. Are you done betting me Jordans, or are you going to keep this going?
No,
okay, great.
Absolutely not. No. And we'll talk more about why I felt very comfortable in this pick with them and why they came down to disappoint me. But no. Listen, when it makes sense again, I'm in. Ooh, that was a bar. When it makes sense again, I'm in. I ain't scared. Look,
and I don't want to call
Mama Dub right upstairs. She ain't raised no punk. I ain't scared.
Okay.
I ain't scared.
And I don't want to call out one of our odd couple faithful listeners, Divine Holmes, who also bet me a pair of Jordans on the Kansas City Chiefs not making the playoffs. So he's sick.
He got to be. We both got to be upset on that.
We also have another bet, too, on the Steelers. Don't forget about that this Saturday. If the Steelers win, that's another bet.
Well,
Thank God.
I think we're talking about a little bit later on. A key cog and all of that for my end would be if Lamar plays or not, because obviously it changes things when he plays.
And the other
he
thing,
has
too,
to play great.
We missed in talking about that last week, about the Steelers being the same team. You know what we forgot? Is that in that 9-6 record that the Steelers have, Aaron Rodgers didn't play in 2 of those games, so his record is 9-4. He's actually had a better season than we could have even imagined as far as win total, because those don't count on his record. He's been 9-4 this year, so it's been something.
Yeah, Hey, by the way, I'll tell you this. We're running 2 logo time.
I know you're a little verklempt. It's all
congrats.
good.
I pay up, man.
Thank you.
It is
Thank
what it
you.
is. What can I say?
appreciate that.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm going to go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
University of Michigan's new football coach will be Kyle Whittingham from Utah, where he spent the last 21 years. Reportedly, he's getting a 5-year contract that averages about $8 million per year. Texas running back Quintravian Wisner plans to enter the transfer portal. There's a bowl game in overtime right now in Phoenix. It's New Mexico lining up for a field goal attempt on its possession, currently tied 14-all with Minnesota. Coming up in Dallas, UT San Antonio against Florida International. Northwestern blitz Central Michigan in Detroit 34-7. Packers quarterback Jordan Love will not play Saturday night due to his concussion, so Malik Willis will start. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson doubtful with a bruised back, so Tyler Huntley could start. Quarterback Josh Allen of the Bills is due to play this weekend despite a foot injury. He did practice fully today. Kicker Matt Prater out. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
All right, hour number 2 on a funky flashback Friday, the day after Christmas 2026. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington here on Fox Sports Radio. Be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. That's right. Sweeping the nation. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't stop there. Hit the thumbs up icon and comment away. Let us know how bad Kelvin is on bets, how great Rob is. That's just part of it, Kelvin. I'm sorry about that. Check us out on YouTube and watch us live right now.
We'll do it live!
Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Coming up in about 28 minutes, we'll be down with the King, Sean King. We'll do that and a lot more in this hour. Number 2, Rob G has some comments, Kelvin, from the Odd Mob on YouTube.
Yeah, we got a couple in here. First from the shoe bet. A DJ named Slash says, K-Dub broke Professor Rob off with the MOB Jordan 40 pieces. Big fan of those shoes.
Nice.
Here's another one here we got from Birds at the Rodeo. Says, Rob, Kyle Whittingham's fresh off leading Utah to a number 15 ranking to finish this past season. 177-88 career record. He's going to stabilize Michigan. Stop it.
Okay.
And then he's
66.
These are my favorite ones. This
Stop
is all.
with the ages.
This is all from the top of the show. The Dak Prescott, Maxx Crosby comments.
Yep.
James Golden says Rob G needs his own show. Burners for Us says talk yo talk, Rob G.
Yeah, Rob G. You know what? Yeah, you should go. I'll call up and we'll get your show on the CBS Sports Network. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's too soon.
Sorry.
That's too soon. And this
I never miss it. It never airs.
This is my favorite one. Barry Bonds, the Home Run King, says Rob G is correct and he should go Stockton slap Rob Parker.
Wow.
Apparently, I had the voice of reason on that topic.
Yeah, to a bunch of losers.
Rob G also picked Phillip Rivers over Caleb Williams.
Hey,
so that's another
I'm not wrong yet.
Hey, Rob Parker, the Lions, they failed. I paid up. This is what I do, if I lose. But by the way, Rob G said that the New York Giants were going to be the best team in the NFC East, by the way. Now we over here arguing
Rob
about
G.
who should lose to be number 1.
That was your pick?
There's always a worst to first. I had the new right. It just ended up being New England instead of New York.
Okay,
that's all. But I was right there.
I had the new right.
All right, well.
That's pretty good right there.
Let me tell you what I had right. And
what did you have?
The idea about Jared Goff. I've been telling you this for a while, and I don't care what the numbers are. I heard Colin Cowherd talk about Jared Goff doesn't get consideration despite his numbers with the line quarterback or whatever. And people, I get it. He puts up, coming into the game, I think he had 32 touchdowns, Rob G. Check me if I'm wrong.
No, you're
and
right.
Just 5 interceptions.
You're correct.
Right? But, of course, here was yet another big game where he wet the bed. He did it last year after getting the number 1 seed in the NFC, taking on a rookie quarterback. He turned the ball over 4 times. Right? 4 times. 3 interceptions and a fumble. Here he is. He has 5 of the Lions' 6 turnovers. We talk about the Lions did. They had more turnovers than a bakery yesterday. Against the 3rd-string quarterback who Rob G had the net yards, passing yards of -3. Is that what it was? 3 yards. Net passing yards of 3 yards, Kelvin. Mm-hmm. In a game just to keep their hopes alive, right? It didn't mean you made the playoffs. But
I mean, if it's going to happen, you got to win it.
You got to at least win it against a nobody. The guy only had like 41 yards, am I right? Or was it 51 yards, Rob G, passing? 51 yards. But no, he has 5 turnovers. If you want to know why he became available to the Detroit Lions, it's because, and remember, the Lions got a lot of picks in it too. I get it, right? Mm-hmm. But the reason that the Rams who went to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, moved on is they couldn't believe this guy can't win a big game for them. That was what they believed. And if you have not watched the last couple of years and you're still not convinced, if I'm the Lions, hello, is this on? I would do whatever I could in my power to move off of Jared Goff. He's not going to get you where you're trying to go. Will you win games? Yes, you will. Will you be in the mix somehow, some way? Yes, you will. But the ultimate goal in Detroit, who has never, right, which has never won a Super Bowl, is to win the Super Bowl. I am convinced 1,000% that Jared Goff will never win you a Super Bowl. And even if they have to eat the contract like they did with Russell Wilson, look at the Broncos. They took an unbelievable hit to walk away from Russell Wilson. And guess where they are? Fighting for the number 1 seed in the AFC. With a chance, with that defense, a chance to get to the Super Bowl.
That's real.
At some point, you have to be honest and look at a guy and go, he's good. He can get me to a certain place. It happens with coaches all the time, Kelvin. We talk about it. This coach got me here. He can't get me over the hump. And sometimes you got to make it. Probably the greatest move in NFL history, one of, was when the Tampa Bay Bucks said to Tony Dungy, thank you, but we've had enough. And they hired John Gruden, and guess what? With Tony Dungy's team, John Gruden won that franchise a Super Bowl. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Be afraid of the known. And that is what you need to be afraid of. Be afraid of the known. The known is that Jared Goff can't win a big game when you need it. It's happened way too often for a guy who's put up the kind of numbers that he's put up. Detroit Lions, don't be satisfied. You still have a good nucleus, but you're not going to win anything with Jared Goff. I'm convinced of that.
Couple things. Jared Goff has been, for a guy who was traded, for a guy who people thought was just going to be a guy that obviously if you're the Lions, you get this guy in a trade, he'll go away in a year or two and you'll move on, has all of a sudden been a part of the rebuild of Detroit. He's been part of the turnaround of Detroit. He has been, as you know, for being there for 20 years, the only time in my life, except for maybe a year or so in like mid-90s, where being in a Super Bowl or having Super Bowl aspirations were absolutely warranted the last 2 to 3 years. And so while I admit, and I said this to you guys about 3-4 weeks ago, the Lions window with Jared Goff is very close to being closed. I agree. And I said this because of this. Jared Goff is exceptionally talented when everything is exactly aligned. When everything is aligned with him, you know what you get? You get second in passing yards, second in passing touchdowns, third in passer rating, tied for 5th lowest interceptions. You'll get that year after year after year when things are perfectly aligned. And to his credit, he did do that this year when things were not in line because this season had a bunch of injuries. This season had a bunch of miscalculations by his own coach, putting him in bad spots. The challenge with Jared Goff is, Rob, and I said this a few weeks ago, he is the last of a dying breed. Stand in the pocket, take 1, 2, 3, 4 steps back. Somebody has to be open. He can't. Dan Campbell, I was shocked he said this publicly after last night's game. He said if he can't put his back foot down, if he can't step forward, well, it's going to be hard for him because he doesn't have Caleb Williams' escapability and talent and just pure sheer athleticism. He doesn't have it like a Jordan Love. You mentioned Bo Nix. He doesn't have a Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Drake May, almost every quarterback, sans for maybe 4, are mobile, are athletic, can get out of the pocket, can create things so that when sometimes it's not a great design, go make something happen. Jared Goff ain't that. So if the Lions, who don't want to take a cap hit of, I think it's almost $98 million this offseason, if they were just to, let him go, you mentioned the Russell Wilson, which was like $80 million, then they're going to be stuck with him. And the thing they have to do is say, this is our guy. We're second, third, 5th lowest with him. They have to have the top 1, 2, or 3 offensive line, Rob. That's it. You have to. Otherwise, it is going to implode in your face because he cannot be good or even solid if he's not protected. You have to have the top 3 offensive line with Jared Goff. There's no other way around it because then you can have a running game and it protects him as well. If you're not going to protect him with the running game, which they didn't really the last quarter of the season, and if you're not going to protect him with the offensive line where you see teams pressuring him, almost 40% pressure on every drop back, he's not going to be successful. He's going to have games like that, and it's going to cost you as a team. So I think they're going to come back next season because next season, Rob, after it, then he drops down to, I think it's upper 20s, $28, $29 million to cap it. That's much more feasible, much more realistic. And so I think that'll happen.
But we just saw Russell Wilson was $85 million. I mean,
right. And no, I get you on the money, but I think that's a massive gamble that, as we know, teams don't want to take. They just took it. Sean Payton convinced them. They couldn't go on. There was a rift between them. Goff and Dan Campbell love each other.
Yeah, but it's not about whether I like the guy or not. How many big games you can't even be the third string quarterback who threw for 51 yards? And I get the pressure and the offensive line, okay? I get that. I'm not trying to act like everything is perfect, but that's not how football is. Everything's not going to be perfect for you, and you got to be able to adjust. Even in watching that game, there were throws there where he had protection in some time, and he missed those. I mean,
because you know what that reminded me of? That's a good point. That reminds me of C.J. Stroud, and that reminds me of Tua at times. There's a handful of quarterbacks this year who have been running for their life, and what happens is you start to have PTSD even when it's not there. You start freaking out even when the play is actually there. Step up in the pocket, make the throw. Lamar Jackson has had that sometimes, where you're just panicking when it's not even time to panic. The pocket was good. And that's what happens when you've been running, especially for a guy like a Jared Goff who is not able to escape. Other guys can escape. Justin Herbert's been escaping more this year than I've seen his whole daggone career because he's like, hey, if it's a play to be made, I'm going to have to make it. I'm going to have to take it. And I think that is going to be the standard now. It's like a big man in the NBA, Rob. Back in the day, if all you could do was dunk and block a shot, cool, come on up here, big 7-footer. Now, if you can't shoot past dribble as a big man, you're useless.
Okay.
You can't win me and beat me and Jokic me. And I think Jared Goff is the last of that breed. Quarterbacks who are only good on the drop back, and that's it. And I think the Lions are going to have to move on in the after next year.
So you're convinced, like I am, that he can't win a Super Bowl for you?
Well, next year is their only year.
No,
they can't because it too much is reliant on everything to be perfect.
All right,
I just don't think that's what it is anymore.
877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Should the Detroit Lions move off of Jared Goff? We'll continue that conversation next with you on this Funky Flashback Friday. It is The Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you might need some help performing in the bedroom of the US of A.
All right, let's get back to sports. You guys talked about it. The San Francisco 49ers, don't look now, but despite being one of the most injured teams all season, near the top of the league in games missed through injury.
It's funny because they're making the playoffs.
Yeah. They are.
What are you trying to say about the Lions?
Huh? They will host the next 2 games upcoming against the Bears and the Seahawks to close the regular season. If they win both of those games, they will be the number 1 seed in the NFC, which means they could theoretically not have to leave the Bay Area all the way through and including the Super Bowl. That's where they're at right now with San Francisco. They've won 5 straight, each won by double digits, averaging a league-high 34 points a game during that span. Their offense has been so good, this is a fun stat, they have not punted the ball in the month of December.
Seriously, they haven't punted.
That is incredible. Kyle Shanahan duct tape and paper clipping this roster together, and they are now on the precipice of the top seed in the NFC.
Well, they better go get it now. It's the same conversation we've had about Josh Allen, except for they've been there before. They've been there a couple of times in this era. There's really, listen, you've been able to, and credit Kyle Shanahan for able, as you mentioned, them and the Lions have been so beat up, bruised, battered, yet unlike the Lions, they've been able to find ways to win. They got Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. He came out and performed well for a handful of games. Now Brock Purdy's back. They've won 5 straight with him. Offense looks good. You got the key cogs in your offense running. To me, Rob, I look at this as if you're Kyle Shanahan, hey, man, if not now, then when?
Well,
if not now, then when? You've been here before. You've gotten there a couple of times. You got the NFC Championship games. Your quarterback that you invested a bunch of money in, he's able to get healthy. You've able to get your running backs been going good. McCaffrey, Kittle's still there. Ayuk is still back. You still got some other weapons. Defense has been kind of a bend but don't break since they lost so many guys. And I look at this team. This is one of those few seasons, Rob, it's kind of open. You don't have the behemoths of the Chiefs when they were in their absolute peak. There's no Tom Brady sitting around. This isn't the 90s Cowboys or anything like that where you're like, we got to go through them. This is, to me, as open as it's really been in quite some time. So if you're Kyle Shanahan, this is the one where you have to coach your way to finally not get there, get it done. And be like these 2 teams, Rob G. You talked about got a chance to play all the way up into the Super Bowl. The Rams won it in L.A. The Buccaneers won it down there in Tampa. So it's happened twice in the last 5-6 years. Go ahead and make it happen again for yourself. But he has to get it done. What's the point of, you've knocked on that door. You've been there enough. Kick the mug in now.
I have zero confidence in Kyle Shanahan, and I'm not convinced he's a regular season one-trick pony. Like he's had
postseason too, because he's gotten there.
Yeah, no,
not Super Bowl.
No, but he's lost 3 Super Bowls with disastrous finishes in all of them. So it's one thing to get there, like to continue to do the same thing where you have a complete meltdown when it matters most. Some people aren't made for that stage to be able to finish the job. I
can't believe you would disrespect Marv Levy like this.
I'm just saying.
This is crazy.
He's the new Marv Levy.
Marv Levy's sitting there minding his own business. He's still with us, right?
No, I'm not so sure. Is
Marv Levy still with us, Rob G? Well,
if he is, he's 95 years old. Okay, Marv Levy, I don't think he's coached the Buffalo Bills in a long time. But my point is simple. I don't trust Kyle Shanahan. I don't. I don't look at them, despite all the winning that they've done, where they are once again in the, winning all the games, where they are in the season, and going into the postseason. We've seen this with different quarterbacks, different situations, and the end result always seems to be the same. Don't forget, it took a colossal collapse by the Lions for him to win.
Don't forget. Go look me in my eyes.
I'm just saying.
Boy, you pushing it.
Because you already know, like that should have been it right there. And, people wouldn't be talking about Kyle Shanahan the same way that they are. But if you look at that, collapse to the Patriots, that was unbelievable. And I know he wasn't the head coach, but he was the offensive coordinator.
And it was the offense that decided to not run the ball and pass it all the time. Let me ask you this, though.
First and 10 at the 22. They were in field goal range already. 2 passes. A hold, a sack. They were out of field goal range. Like, really?
Just kick the field goal. You go up. You're up too many. You win. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, eating. The best part, Rob, is how you got caught on camera. Elijah, HRU, I might need that freeze frame.
I had a glizzy in my mouth.
I need the freeze frame of Rob looking up at the camera with a bowl of spaghetti or whatever he's eating. Oh, I need that, Elijah. Oh, Robin Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky flashback Friday. DJ Ali Alex on the ones and twos.
Did you call me
Sean
Robert
King?
Parker?
Did I?
Did you hear that, Alex? Rob G? You said
Wait,
Robert.
you act like I said it wrong. I mean, you are
I heard Robert
Parker.
Lee Parker Jr.
Junior the second, right. Coming up, we got Sean King. We'll be down with the King. Talk some NFL headlines with him in just a little bit. And, of course, the iHeartRadio app. All you got to do to stream us live wherever you want, wherever you happen to be, is make sure you subscribe and go check it out and download the app. All you got to do is search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app. So we're always going to pop up right at the top of your screen. No searching, no looking around. We'll be right there so you can get right to one of your favorite shows, which, of course, we are absolutely one of those. All right, Jared Goff, 877-99 on Fox. I think he's got a shelf life of another year or so to get it done with the Lions before they got to look. Rob says get it done now if you can. 877-99 on Fox. Are we both tripping?
All right.
Jared Goff's put up numbers. Maybe you say we're wrong. Who we got?
Jordan in D.C. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's happening, Jordan?
Oh, hey, Rob, Kelvin. How you guys doing? Happy holidays.
You too. Thanks, my man.
Oh, yeah, just Merry Christmas to everybody at the Fox Studios. I think the Lions need to move on from Jared Goff, and it's not to say because I think he's a bad quarterback. I just think, I'm from D.C. They were 15-2 last year. The road to the Super Bowl went through Detroit, and you let Jaden Daniels, a rookie quarterback, and the Commanders. Like I said, I've watched this team, the Commanders. They're not a model franchise by any means. You let them come into your building and your season like that.
And the reason it happened is because Jared Goff went to bed with 4 turnovers. That's why.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just think when things like that happen, it's hard to come back. I kind of get a little bit afraid of it sometimes with the Ravens as well. I want to see Lamar win the Super Bowl, but I'm like, when they were 14-2 a few years ago, and Derrick Henry and the Titans ran in there and ended that season, I'm like, if it's not going to happen in that season, when is it going to happen for you? Thanks for taking my call, guys.
Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it. No doubt. Mike in Texas, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing great.
What's up,
Happy
Mike?
holidays.
Hey, I want to say this one thing, man. Y'all be jamming in between me. Y'all played some bricks today, man. I said, man,
oh, yeah. Alex.
DJ Ali Alex.
Yes.
Yes, sir. The thing with Goff, man, they got 2 choices: improve the offensive line, or move on from him. Because Troy wasn't that active either, but he had a hell of an offensive line. That's how they won those 3 Super Bowls. But you got to. But this day and time, you got to be more mobile, man. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah,
so,
and that's what I was saying. I said they have to have Rob. They got to get back to.
Thanks,
thank you
Mike.
for the call.
Yeah.
They got to either have that top 2, 3 line. They had number 1 rushing game, number 1, number 2. You have to have that, otherwise he's too exposed. He's too exposed, and teams know that.
Hey, Chuck in Michigan, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Chuck?
Chuck.
Hey guys, love your show.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you and the family, my man.
You too. You guys made my night tonight because I've been. As an avid Lions fan, I'm from the D. I live in a little town called Muskegon, which is on the other side of the state now.
Come on, man. We know about Michigan. You know that.
Oh, good. And, especially in Ann Arbor tonight. But we'll talk about that later. But we're getting back to Jared Goff. You guys are spot on when it comes to him. I sit here, and, again, I don't want to act like some authority on football because I don't know a lot about football. I'm just a fan.
Right.
Pretty knowledgeable fan and stuff like that. But I studied the McVay trade, and I'm a huge Matt Stafford fan. I literally had tears in my eyes when he left Detroit, and it had to happen. And, of course, they got Laporta and Gibbs and Goff for Stafford. So it's a pretty good trade-off. They won a Super Bowl. But the main thing with Jared Goff, there's 2 things I'd like to say. The main thing with him, guys, and I really can't put this into words, but he does not have the it factor. And there'll be a lot of Lions fans that would disagree with me, and a lot of my friends disagree with me. But when and I like him. I think he's a nice man. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's relatively smart. But lately, and you hit it right on the head, everything has to line up for him, including the offensive coordinator. Now, Dan Campbell, point number 2, Dan Campbell, to me, with all due respect, you guys might disagree, he's a great culture builder. I like Dan Campbell. He's a horrible offensive coordinator. He ran Gibbs up the middle.
Yeah.
What's that?
No. We got it. We appreciate the call. Thank you. We're trying to squeeze somebody in, but we get it.
Yeah.
And
he wasn't supposed to be that. That wasn't the game plan.
And he has to go and improve that and do something else because that absolutely isn't going to work.
Yeah,
Let's squeeze one more on.
That's not what he's called to do in life.
Right. Before we get to Sean King, Jabari in Michigan, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jabari? How are you? Merry Christmas.
What's up? Merry Christmas and a future Happy New Year's to both of you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Same to you.
No problem. So for me, I mean, honestly, I would say right now, I would not say that I will move on for him. I think next season it would be like, okay, you got to really show me what you got. These last 3-4 seasons has been very good to see what he has done with the Lions as a whole. You know
but Jabari, let me just ask you seriously. In the big games, though, come on, did you expect that stinker yesterday? Seriously.
No, but we have seen big players that have had bad games before. But my thing is that I'm not going to blame. Like if you told me the reason why they're not in the playoffs, I would not say the main thing is him. It's not him. The main people that I'm looking at is Brad Holmes.
Last year, why didn't they advance after playing a rookie quarterback at home with the top seed in the NFC? What was the reason there?
Well, let me say this right now. I mean, obviously, Jared Goff did not play well. Those turnovers was definitely a big deal. But the main thing I look at is more so the defense.
No,
now,
I disagree. I think you're letting him off the hook. And let me just say this, Jabari. They were 9.5-point favorites going into that game. Nobody got hurt in that game on the defense. The defense was already hurt. They believed that they would outscore Washington because they had the firepower. When you turn the ball over as a quarterback 4 times and have a running back, Kelvin, throw an interception as well, right? I mean,
receiver,
throw an interception as well.
I would not have let the receiver do that.
I'm just saying, you putting the defense in a bad spot. Okay, with the bad quarterback turning the ball over that often. That's all I'm saying. Jabari, we appreciate you, my man.
Doubt,
Thank
Jabari.
you.
I as bad as that was, that defense to me, it finally caught up all those injuries. I appreciate all the calls.
When you turn the ball over and give teams a short field, you put the defense in a spot. That's all I'm saying.
But I'm saying all the turnovers finally caught up against him, making Jaden Daniels look like Lamar at his best that particular game. All right, we got Sean King. We'll be down with King on the other side right now. Steve DeSager getting us set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hello, Packers quarterback Jordan Love will not play Saturday night due to his concussion, so Malik Willis will start, but he's been limited at practice this week with a sore shoulder. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is doubtful with a bruised back, so Tyler Huntley could start. There are 2 NFL games on Saturday, Texans at Chargers, then Ravens at Packers. Sunday on Fox TV, Philadelphia at Buffalo. For Philly, linebacker Nakobe Dean out with a hamstring injury. Tackle Lane Johnson still out with the foot injury. Bills quarterback Josh Allen is due to play despite a foot injury. He practiced fully today. Buffalo kicker Matt Prater is still out with a quad injury. Bears wide receiver Rome Odunze still out with a foot injury. The Patriots say there's still a chance running back Travion Henderson plays Sunday after a concussion last week, but 2 of their wide receivers are out. The Raiders will not play defensive end Maxx Crosby Sunday against the Giants due to a knee injury, and tight end Brock Bowers is on IR. Steelers pass rusher T.J. Watt will miss another game after the lung injury, but linebacker Nick Herbig returns. Michigan's new football coach will be Kyle Whittingham from Utah. Texas running back Quintravion Wisner plans to enter the transfer portal, as will James Madison QB Alonzo Barnett and UNLV quarterback Anthony Calandria. 3 bowl games in college football. Northwestern beat Central Michigan in Detroit 34-7. Minnesota in overtime edged New Mexico 20-17 in Phoenix, and right now in Dallas, FIU has just scored on a punt return touchdown to go up 14-0 on UT San Antonio, only 5.5 minutes into the game. Among the many NBA contests tonight, Hornets at 10-20 are leading at Orlando in the third, 72-59. Also in progress, the Wizards, with a record of 5-23, have a home lead mid-third quarter against the Raptors, 83-80, and it's the Celtics leading at the Pacers early third, 75-63. Pacers with a record of 6-24. The late game in an hour and a half. Portland hosts the Clippers. Anthony Davis of the Mavs due to miss a few games with a strained groin. College basketball is still on Christmas break. The NHL is still off. 13 hockey games on Saturday. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. It is the Odd Couple. He's Rob. I'm Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. And we also want to tell you that every goal starts with an assist on and off the field. That's why Haleon and U.S. Soccer are launching For the Assist. It's a celebration of everyday acts of support that helps people achieve their goals with iconic brands like Sensodyne, Tums, Voltaren, Advil, and Centrum. And if you want to learn more, all you got to do, head over to HaleonAssist.com. Joined now by our man, Sean King, former NFL quarterback, Fox Sports Radio NFL analyst, Real Sean King on X. Sean, what up, man? Merry belated Christmas. Happy
Merry Christmas. That's
Happy
right,
New
to
Year
you and the
brother.
fam.
Happy holidays, all that good stuff, man. Thanks for having me on, fellas.
And Sean, how many kids you got? 4? Is it 4?
4.
Yeah, beautiful kids. Oh, my goodness gracious. Beautiful
Thank you. All the credit goes to the mother.
Yeah, she is a beautiful woman and 4 beautiful children.
Awesome, man. That's
Yes.
congrats. One more than me.
We just started talking. Let's
Hold
start
on,
here.
Rob. Don't
Go
let him
ahead.
get off the hook talking that Tulane, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Talking all that Tulane stuff.
Yeah, that's where you give former players a bad name because you guys got skin in the game. My school, Tulane. You look out for Tulane, and then you out there looking crazy with that game.
So, you know how I operate. The truth doesn't have emotions. It's just the truth. I was as disappointed as I've ever been in a football team, not because we lost, because I never, as an alum, watched that game and felt like we really believed that we were winning. And that was surprising to me. So it's not that I was being, like, emotional before the game or only picking Tulane because I went there. Like, it's not like Ole Miss is this great juggernaut. Like, the right G5 team could have went in there and won that game. And I was disappointed that we didn't show it with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind because of the opportunity.
All right. We just had to call you.
I'm a real one, fellas. I don't back down when I'm wrong.
Okay.
No, I feel you. Trust me, I was wrong like crazy.
That's right. Kelvin doesn't back down either because I said the Lions wouldn't make the playoffs, and he paid off with a pair of Jordans today, so I'm very happy about that.
Wow!
What's that?
A team of Jordans?
That was the bet. Yes.
That was the
Kelvin.
What's up?
You got to understand. Like, there are certain friends that are lucky and certain friends that are unlucky. Like, Rob is the haterific, like, lucky friend. Like, he hates everything Detroit for some reason, and it generally comes true. Don't be on the other side of his Detroit wagers.
Well, wait a minute. The other wager was the Pistons beating the Knicks in the playoffs. And I won that, a pair of Jordans, after basketball season.
That one, I was definitely just having some more fun with. The Lions one, I'm going to be honest with you. I absolutely thought, like, there's no way they're not. I'm not, because I told Rob G, I thought they'd be 11-6, 12-5. You know, but make the postseason, lose 2 or 3 or 4, 2 to 4 games, losing their coordinators. And you can jump in on this. You play the position. We were talking about Jared Goff, and I believe he's the last of a dying breed, and that type of quarterback won't exist anymore, and everything has to be perfect. The absolute best offensive line, the absolute best play calling, and the absolute best running attack to have him at his best where he can actually win you a chance to go in a deep playoff run.
And Sean,
Rob says, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Sean, I'm convinced he can't win you a Super Bowl. The big games, he has terrible games in. Just to stay alive yesterday, he has 5 turnovers in that game. Just an awful game. Last year against Washington, 4 turnovers. That's why the Rams wanted to cut bait with him. They don't think he can win a big game. Where are you on Jared Goff and his future with the Lions?
So this is a fascinating conversation, one that we don't have nearly enough time to go into. But I'm going to cliff note the Detroit Lions. Why would you want a quarterback that a brilliant offensive mind in Sean McVay didn't?
Right.
Go back to the Matthew Stafford trade. Like, what was it about Sean McVay and his offensive brilliance that said, you know what, I ain't really feeling Goff? And that was after making a Super Bowl with Goff.
Thank you. I've said that a million times. Like, it's not like you didn't get there. You got there and you didn't want him.
Right. Like, Brian Flores was like teetotal Dolphins. What is it about Tua that y'all think we should continue to kick this can down this road and get to a point where we're going to pay him $50+ million? Like, sometimes the truth is right there in front of you and you don't want to acknowledge it. And I said that to say this. Sometimes a great head coach does not make a great play caller. And sometimes a great play caller does not make a great head coach. Ben Johnson seems to be both. Dan Campbell seems to only be one. And for the Detroit Lions to take the next step, I think he has to acknowledge that although he has a great ability to lead men, designing an offense from week to week that's productive and consistent is not his strength. He's got to go and hire a real coordinator to come into Detroit, or otherwise this will not end well for Mr. Dan Campbell. He got out-coached. Can you believe, Rob, they lost a game where the other team didn't throw for 30 yards passing?
No, we just talked about that, man.
Unbelievable.
That is so that was him. Both of those Vikings, Rob knows I've been saying this. Go ahead, Sean.
No, they had Nick 7 yards passing at one point and were winning.
Unbelievable. I agree. I do want to ask you about the Packers, and Jordan Love is out. I mean, obviously the Lions are out now. But just where are we with the Packers going forward? Do you still feel good about them or not? Obviously, they lost Micah Parsons as well.
Yeah, they're going to pass this year.
Okay.
But that's kind of been their MO the last couple of years. They've got so when you look at the Chicago Bears, everybody's they're not complete on defense, but offensively, if Caleb can just keep refining himself a little bit, they got weapons, right? When Green Bay's healthy, they're the same way. I mean, when they got Christian Watson and Tucker Kraft and Romeo Doubs and Jordan Reed and Matthew Golden and Wick, like, they got guys, but they've never been healthy at the same time. Now Jordan Love is battling concussion. Malik Willis comes in. He plays pretty well. He's got a shoulder. Mike, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the fact that you're living in Wisconsin. No offense to Wisconsin, but I did take a shot at the state of Wisconsin.
Yes, you did.
You did.
Right. Maybe the cheese there isn't right, but they got to figure out how to stay healthy. They're not a threat this year, Rob, because of injury. But if they can ever get fully healthy, they're super talented.
Yeah, I think there's something about LaFleur at some point. He's got to win big too, and I get you this year, but they've won a lot of games in the regular season in his career. They just haven't been able to get to the next step. So
I got to give you guys one thing before I leave. It doesn't look perfect right now, but I'm just telling you, in the NFC, don't sleep on the Philadelphia Eagles, and in the AFC, don't sleep on the Houston Texans.
Oh, I don't think anybody going to sleep on either of those teams.
And what was the AFC?
Physicality.
What team?
The Houston Texans.
The Texans. Okay. And one last thing, we want to ask you about Maxx Crosby, and just the idea that he's saying, "Man, I'm here to play. I'm a player. I don't want to sit down." Do you respect that, or do you think he's crazy?
No, I respect that, but you got to understand the context behind the organization's position and Crosby's position. Remember this time last year, Antonio Pierce, his first year as a head coach in National Football League, he's trying to save his job. The Raiders went out and won 2 of their last 3 games and messed up their draft position. Ended up picking, I think, 6 instead of first or second. So ownership, new GM, Spytek from Tampa, new head coach, Pete Carroll. What is the difference between finishing 2-15 and 4-13? Like, they're both losing seasons. So,
my only thing and pushback is, well, can you give me my $400 that I spent on tickets since you're not playing I'm just saying, I want my money back then. If you do that, I'm good with it.
Rob, in Detroit, that's a fair argument. In Vegas, when does Vegas have a home game? They play like 17 road games. So, I mean, every game, the home guys sell their tickets. I'll say this, though. They also put Brock Bowers on IR. They're making sure, because they play the Giants and the Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes. So they're trying to make sure that we don't go out and mistakenly win these last two games. Even if you're not going to take Mendoza, you want to have the number one pick because of the resources and assets that trading out of that pick can bring you. So this is management saying, hey, we're going to take control. I wouldn't be surprised if Geno doesn't play this entire game.
Yeah, they want Geno in there so he could throw a couple of picks.
You know it's bad when they want you to play because you might help lose the game. That's bad.
All
Sean,
right.
appreciate
Sean,
you, man. Happy
thank you.
holidays.
Happy New Year.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. Happy New Year to you as well. Hey, Rob, it might be time. Somebody needs to know when is when. When it's time to call it a career. We'll tell you who we're talking about.
You mean like
next.
the Michigan coach? Oh, I'm sorry.
Rob G, HRU, Elijah, because when you hit that age, I'm burning the mess out this tape. I'm going to play it so much. Rob, it's time to walk out, Rob. Get out, Rob. It's time, Rob.
I'm going to walk out.
No, but you'll be a year early. It's The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
There's been a lot of talk about Caleb Williams. We're going to get to that. That game Saturday against the Packers. I don't care what kind of a sports fan you are. You don't have to have any horse in the race, dog in the show, pony, nothing, okay? If you didn't get chills at that play, that throw, game winner, overtime, the catch, the reaction to the fans at Soldier Field, the videos of people, everybody puts a camera on them now while they're watching the game to see the ending and how they respond or react. And I don't know if it's different because, you have a camera on you. You know what I mean? You sauce it up a little bit, Martin. But it was incredible. It was incredible. And the Bears have been, what a great story, and the development of Caleb Williams. Yep. But a lot of people have been Caleb Williams bashers. Like this year, even when they were winning, they haven't beaten anybody. They haven't done this. Then they beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And all these, they keep checking these boxes. They can't beat the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, remember what he said? He owned the Bears, right? He owned the Bears. And then they beat the Packers in a game they were down by 10 with 2:04 to go or whatever it was before they came back, tied the game in regulation and win it in overtime. Just your thoughts on where you are from the beginning with Caleb Williams.
I'd say, I think that was my quarterback. I mean, it's not a controversial thing to say that that's the guy who I thought was going to be the best quarterback in this class, and still honestly think is going to be the best quarterback in this class. I know that we've had our flirtations with Jaden Daniels as his great rookie year.
Not shocked that he took a step back, and I'm not saying with the injuries.
Well,
I'm not.
It's just
because C.J. Stroud, I saw that as well. Everybody crowned C.J. Stroud after the first year,
and so you saw that to the point you saw the Hail Mary by Jaden Daniels to McLaurin against the Bears. That kind of set their seasons on different trajectories.
100%.
Right?
If you remember, if you watched that game, and I know you did. Caleb had marched the team down to score the touchdown to put them ahead.
Sure.
Right? And then all of a sudden that turned everything around with the Hail Mary. You got the DB talking to the fans in the stands while the play's going on. Just a crazy moment.
You have that moment last year. You have the Lions game where Lomas Brown, your friend of the show, is literally on the Lions radio broadcast saying, "What are the Bears doing? This coach is trying to get fired," right? And then, you had several different things.
Well, that was you mean this year when they lost?
No, I'm talking about Caleb's rookie year under Matt Eberflus.
Oh, yeah.
That's
okay.
how bad it was. Yep. The opposing radio broadcasters are saying Eberflus is trying to get fired.
Exactly.
Right? Caleb, after that whole time period, he's not throwing anybody under the bus. He's doing everything at the podium how you would want your franchise quarterback to say it. It showed a lot to me, a guy who at the time I had no real concerns, Caleb, about his play coming out of college. It was more, is he going to climb in the stands? Like is he going to, like, that was what we were, like, most people had at least as a second line of concern about Caleb Williams, right? Is he too effeminate? Is he going to paint his nails? Or how are guys going to adjust to that? Well, year one showed me he's going to be
wears bell bottoms.
Well, year one showed me he'll be just fine dealing with that.
Right.
And it was immense dysfunction around him. Comes out afterwards and says, after the season, said, I was trying to watch tape and had trouble I wanted help watching tape. And I had trouble finding someone to do that for me. That's insanity, right? And then, to me, when you see the Ben Johnson influence from, and I wasn't sure that Ben Johnson was going to be a good coach or not, right?
No,
like,
I don't think it was an automatic.
yeah,
It's not an automatic.
A lot of people say everybody's going to be a good coach. Mike McDaniel was supposed to reinvent football, right? And then he goes to, so Ben Johnson gets to Chicago, though, and to me, you see the growth in Caleb Williams, and you see the growth in the team in a way that Caleb Williams was never I shouldn't say never, but he was not the reason why his rookie year the Bears were losing games, right? And you see right here, right now, he's not the games that the Bears have lost, even with this completion percentage. He's playing well enough, as you see, to put them in positions to win and has the ability to make those high-level, extra leverage, the type of plays you see Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar at his height when things are going well, like that play against the Packers. That is something that, like, one-of-one type of guys do right there.
I agree. If you think everybody's making those throws and winning those games in the fourth quarter, he tied Peyton Manning, one of the all-time great quarterbacks, for 6 fourth-quarter comebacks. It's not like everybody's doing this. He has touchdown to interception ratio. I think 1,000 minimum passes. He's second to Aaron Rodgers, career-wise. You start to dig in some of these numbers.
Kelvin Washington on a Funky Flashback Friday. Big shout out to Sean King, just joined us. We'll have that up on the podcast a little bit later on. Feeding off the success of our college basketball bracket challenge each March, we decided to do a bracket challenge for college football. That's right. Now that there are 8 teams left standing, it is bracket challenge time. Compete against our Fox Sports Radio hosts against fellow listeners to see who has the best college football playoff bracket. Play for your chance to win $1,000. Visit foxsportsradio.iheart.com to register, get rules, and to fill out your bracket. Entry will be open until just before kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on New Year's Eve. Again, fill out your bracket at foxsportsradio.iheart.com for your chance to win $1,000. All right, Rob. Rob G as well. Travis Kelce, emotional game, last home game of the season. Could it be his last home game ever in the NFL?
Yeah, all signs point to it. Now, we guys talked about this after the end of last season. Remember, leading up to the Super Bowl, one of the big talking points that we had down in New Orleans was, hey, every reporter, every teammate on and off the record has said, when we win this Super Bowl here against Philadelphia, Travis Kelce is going to ride them to the sunset, going back to back to back. And instead, they got mollywopped by the Eagles, and suddenly Travis Kelce had to change of heart, saying, you know what, I can't go out like that. I got to run it back one more time, see what happens. This season goes even worse. Worst season that the Chiefs have had in the Mahomes, Andy Reid era. And now, you mentioned it last night, their last home game of the season at Arrowhead, and the speculation again is now, with Travis Kelce heading into free agency, that he has played his last home game at Arrowhead Stadium, that he will retire after the season.
I want to say this, Kelvin.
Yeah.
This is not Travis Kelce's call. If I'm the Chief, thank you very much. You got the confetti. You had the parades. You're not coming. His contract is up after the season. Enough. Done. I'm at the point right now that I'd rather have Kelsey Grammer be my tight end than Travis Kelce.
Just talk
Enough
to him a couple weeks
already. Enough. You're not going to get to go out the way you want, and, oh, no, I can't go out like that. Oh, one more year, I can't go out with us not making the playoffs. Oh, I can't go. No. You got to turn the page, and as an organization, you can't live in the past. And, yes, he had a better year than last year because last year was awful, okay? So this year is better. There's no doubt about it, but the team's better. He doesn't have the same impact. I don't get it. It's not your choice.
Unless he's been told it, you know what I mean? Like, unless they whatever you want to do.
No, I'm just telling you that if you're the organization, you have to be the one, because guys will stay as long as they can. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, they will.
So, Rob, to me, even though he statistically had a better year this year, you and I both have talked about it, and this is one of those few things we agree on, it just didn't have the same impact. Like,
There's a big difference, right?
Yeah, yes, he had better numbers, but if you watch the games, tip passes that he couldn't catch, he tips in the air, that's an interception on Patrick Mahomes. Missing blocks, running into players early in the season, injuring them. He's just been off, and that happens with most people. Have you watched LeBron? LeBron ain't looking like LeBron of last year.
We're going to talk about that in the top of the next hour.
We will. So I believe it should be a wrap. It should be over. And here's the best part about it, Robs, both of y'all. He doesn't have to look further than his own family member, his brother. He went out after a Super Bowl loss, a loss in the Super Bowl. And yet he was able to just stay retired and move on, and folks were calling him. And
start his new career, right.
Started his new career, has done very well for himself, and, and is moving on. I'm not saying it's easy. They're doing something that, such a small percentage of human beings on earth get to do, and they love it. And I love this game since I was 4 or 5 or 6, I'm sure they would say. But at a certain point, it ain't always going to go out the way you want it. Everybody can't be John Elway, Jerome Bettis, right, where you kind of go out perfectly aligned.
Jerome Bettis was perfect because he won a Super Bowl in his hometown.
His hometown.
Like, it doesn't get anything better than that.
But you get what I mean? Everybody can't have that Cinderella or the male version of Cinderella send-off. So, to me, you had an amazing Hall of Fame career, ended here. It is what it is. Speaking of Hall of Fame careers, the Lakers, LeBron, things aren't well here in L.A. We'll talk about it next. Stay with us.
We are Fox Sports.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not going to see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm going to go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in, and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys.
They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Kyle Whittingham from Utah. Texas running back Quintravion Wisner plans to enter the transfer portal. 3 bowl games, including in Dallas, UT San Antonio coming back for a 14-all tie late first quarter against Florida International. Minnesota in overtime beat New Mexico 20-17 in Phoenix. Northwestern over Central Michigan 34-7 in Detroit. Plenty more games on Saturday. And a couple of NFL games Saturday. Texans at Chargers and then Ravens at Packers. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is doubtful with a bruised back. Packers quarterback Jordan Love will not play Saturday night due to his concussion, so Malik Willis will start. Bills quarterback Josh Allen is due to play this weekend despite a foot injury. He practiced fully today. That's the big game on Fox TV this Sunday. Philadelphia Eagles are playing at Buffalo. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 here on the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, oh my God, I almost fell off this chair.
What's new?
Rob Parker, Kelvin
You
Washington.
do that weekly, every week.
Yeah, I think I wrenched my back. Alex, during the commercial break, I might need help.
Okay, Rob.
Thank you.
I'm the glue.
We're glue guys. We're glue guys. Glue. Alex and I are stuck together. I'm just telling you.
Rob G, you see how they try to do, boy.
Hey, yo.
Yeah,
Hey,
y'all stuck.
hey,
y'all
Alex,
can enjoy that.
It's us against them.
That's right.
It's us.
I know who's the winning side.
Against them.
We got more Jordans than them.
That's right.
I feel like you're trying to start a race war right now.
Well,
Rob.
how's
Yeah,
it
somehow.
race?
Are you saying it's the Jews against the blacks? Is that what you're
That's
saying?
what I was feeling
That's
right
what
there.
it feels like.
That's what it felt like. I wasn't gonna bring it up, Rob G, but since you brought it up,
Me and Dub holding it down for the culture.
we are. You black, Rob G, you black again now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Rob's like, I don't work Hanukkah, but I'll work every Christmas.
And you know what? Now that I
Okay,
think
Roger,
about
that was a
it,
good one.
I think the oil took too much off on me, so I might be right.
That is actually funny.
Hey, yo!
Hey, have y'all had to do like a balancing act when sending text messages the last few days?
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Like when like because you go like for instance, our own boss, is like he's like Merry Christmas. I'm like Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
To me,
Happy New Year.
I just say Merry Christmas on Christmas, kind of regardless, because that's the holiday we're celebrating, like on Christmas Day, or I just say Happy Holidays in like a broader text. You know what I mean? Like in that vein.
Yeah, it's been funny. I've been Merry Christmas and folks too, but I was like, they might not, but hey, Merry Christmas to everybody.
That's how I play it. But anyway, hey, it is the Odd Couple. And for over 40 years, TireRack.com has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. I should just say the Ben Maller Big Christmas Bash. Ben Maller celebrates Hanukkah and has was a pajama party. He had his big Hanukkah pajamas on. And his wife, Erin, I'm assuming, is Christian because they have a Christmas tree at the house, and she has Merry Christmas. And we just all celebrated, and it was great.
All right. Watch where you say
Well, I got
Merry
something else
Christmas
for you. I'm
is.
going to pull
gotta
back the
relax.
curtain real far.
Okay.
Friend of the show and contributor to The Odd Couple, E from Salam, talked to him earlier this week. I said, hey, man, you ready for Christmas? Merry
He
Christmas.
doesn't celebrate Christmas.
He's like, nah, man, I'm Muslim.
Right.
I was like, oh, but don't you got a Christmas tree in your house? Well, yeah, we got a Christmas tree, but on top of it is menorah. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Like, you don't get a claim every single holiday when it's convenient.
That is amazing.
I was real
the
frustrated.
United Nations of Religions.
That was just, and he's like, yeah, no, Merry Happy Kwanzaa Monica. I'm like, no. You pick one. You stick with it.
Hey, I hear you. And a buddy of mine, I went to high school with, Glenn, who's Jewish, says that Christmas is his favorite holiday. Like he just said, he sings Christmas songs.
Hell yeah.
He's a singer, right? And he sings like he writes his own Christmas tunes and all this kind of stuff, performs them every year. And he just says, I just love Christmas. I just, everything about it. And
Except the Christ end of it.
Well, I mean, he's Jewish, so yeah.
It's like, that's where I draw
Except
the
for
line.
that one part. Other than that.
One part of the Christ in Christmas, I'm going to draw the line there. But everything else,
he loves it.
Oh, come ye faithful. He's
Okay,
right
I'm
there
just
with
saying.
it.
All right. Hey, don't forget the podcast as well. That's if you missed any of today's show, you can get the full version or the best of version right after we get off the air. All you do is go anywhere where you can get podcasts and just search Odd Couple and it'll pop up. Don't forget Stoney, Mike Stone from 97.1 The Ticket in Detroit. He will join us in about 24 minutes or so. And then last call and the NFL Pigskin Pickoff. Kelvin, you all right with the Pigskin Pickoff? I mean, I know.
I think I did all right last week. Did I do all right last week?
He did really good last 4-1.
Yeah, I felt 4-1
First winning
last
week in like 3 months.
The lines he got wrong.
Rob G, didn't ask you about all that. I said last week, how did I do? I didn't need you to go way back in the past.
Really
well.
Thank you. All right. Stay
City
focused
boys
on what
be
I
up.
asked.
I was
We
shocked
up.
by that. Okay, so
Another 4-1 week. I got one more week after that, Rob. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What does that mean?
You crept back last. You weren't as down as bad as I am last year. I'll agree. But you did creep back up and you got us into the postseason, and then you won. So you never know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not buying that. All right,
all I'm
Rob
gonna
G. The Lakers embarrassment on Christmas night. I mean, straight up. Give us the details because we had to hear from that terrible head coach, JJ Redick.
Yeah, they're calling the Lakers that Grinch that stole Christmas because that's how bad they were.
Can I say this too? Those videos.
There's some other good games.
Those videos of parents who have the Grinch come and grab the kids and take the presents.
I love that.
What is, Rob G? You like those videos?
That's funny.
The kids
and
are
guess
in a
what Rob
panic.
G would never do, Rob?
I would never do that.
He would never do that. His wife would never let him put his daughters out there like that.
That's terrible.
No, you know what's funny is
I can't believe parents put their kids out there.
I know.
Y'all know Bo, one of the producers here at Fox Sports Radio. He was saying like, "Hey man, are your girls like giving you trouble heading into Christmas?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, the last week and a half, my daughter's been a real,
that's what
difficult
happens,
little
right?
girl." And he's like, "So I took her to the side and I said, "Hey, look, you need to lock the F in right now because this is crunch time. Santa's focused and you're really fooling around and getting your presents taken away." And she's like, and apparently it changed the whole tune in the last 48 hours. So good on him.
Do that with kids.
I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that.
But I'm just saying, having somebody
them with the Grinch and then putting it on there for likes and follows.
There was one kid who looked out the window and he saw the Grinch outside, and he freaked. He was like,
I bet you he was on his best behavior though the rest of the week.
He freaked. He was like, "Oh my God!" Like the Grinch is outside.
Yeah.
All right.
And now, worst part about it, Rob, he gonna snuggle up with his girlfriend in about 10 years, and then she can be like, "Ooh, babe, let's turn on the movie." She gonna turn on her Grinch, and he's gonna turn into a little kid
PTSD.
again, run around PTSD like you see in a rat.
Big facts. Well, you know who's feeling PTSD this evening is every Laker fan in Los Angeles because the team sucks right now. They got blowed out 3 straight games. They lost 6 of their last 10.
Hey, yo!
And it was so bad that after the game, JJ Redick, very mild-mannered JJ Redick, as you know, went scorched earth on his entire roster. Take a listen.
The 2 words of the day were effort and execution. And, I feel like when we've done both of those things at a high level, we've been a good basketball team. When we haven't, we're a terrible basketball team. And tonight we were a terrible basketball team. And that started legitimately right away because we don't care enough right now. And that's the part that bothers you a lot. We don't care enough to, do the things that are necessary. We don't care enough to be a professional. We had it. We had it. This is. I always say this about culture. I always say this about a team being a good team being a functioning organism. It can change like that. We don't have it right now. Again, it goes back to what I said the other night. It's a matter of making the choice, and too often we have guys that don't want to make that choice, and it's pretty consistent who those guys are. And so Saturday practice, I told the guys, it's going to be uncomfortable. The meeting is going to be uncomfortable. I'm not doing another 53 games like this.
I got a couple things real quick, Kelvin. First, and Rob G, you said you heard the rest of the press conference, right? It was just a quick little blip. I teach journalism at USC. I would not allow JJ Redick to get up there and paint a broad brush. Who are you talking about, JJ? Is it Luka? Is it LeBron? Is it Austin Reeves? You got to tell me who you're talking about, okay? This whole notion about they know who they are. Who are they? Okay?
Yeah, because he did it twice too, Rob. You're right.
I mean, come on, man. Stop it. What reporters are sitting there allowing him to not have to say LeBron's name. I want to hear it out of your mouth. Say Luka out of your mouth. And this guy's he's a fraud and a hypocrite. Doc Rivers, 3 years ago, he ripped Doc Rivers on ESPN on First Take about not being accountable and always making excuses. And here he is. You got 3 guys in a starting lineup, right, who can't play defense, who won't play defense. But have you made a change, Kelvin? Have you sat somebody down and said, Rob G, what's the stat? Don't they have those 3 guys together defensively is as bad as it gets in the NBA?
Yeah.
Well, what's worse is that their starting lineup, so you include those 3 guys, right. You got Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton. In 76 minutes entering Christmas, so it only got worse on Christmas.
Right.
The Lakers starting lineup been outscored by 15 points, allowing 120.7 points per 100 possessions. That would rank worse than every NBA defense except the Jazz and the Wizards, who are trying to lose.
And Kelvin, that's my point, is you have this data, okay? You know what this is. If you're really trying to coach and make a difference, LeBron, sit down. Austin Reeves, like that together. You guys can't play together. I'm going to have to break this up and put somebody in there defensively who's maybe not the offensive weapon, right? But we need somebody to make some stops. You can't keep doing this. We know what LeBron is. Did you watch the play yesterday where he stomped his foot and yelled at the referee and didn't run back? Like, timeout. JJ, I dare you to call timeout and pull LeBron out of the game. I dare you. It doesn't happen. Luka, look how great he is. The people who think that Luka is in the MVP conversation, dude, one-dimensional, and he doesn't even try to play defense. He ain't no damn MVP. I'm sorry.
Well, they've been saying Austin Reeves is in the All-Star consideration, but we got some breaking news right now, Rob G.
Yeah, just in the last 15 minutes or so, it was revealed that Austin Reeves has a grade 2 left calf strain, will be reevaluated in approximately 4 weeks. So you won't see that starting lineup anymore, Rob.
So you aren't going to see that. But Rob, so a couple of things. I'm going to jump in here. You mentioned a couple of things I want to touch on. Rob G added the stats that I was going to bring here. If you're JJ Redick, I'm seeing you usher out the same lineup 7 times already this season that ain't doing nothing. That's on you. If the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, thinking a different outcome, that's you running out this same lineup. That is you running out a lineup that's a given. You got a 41-year-old who we know can't play defense, and it's almost impossible for you to even ask him to play defense at the rate in which you need it. We have a Luka Doncic who has never been known to play defense, and now you have those two playing together, and an Austin Reeves. And what do we like to bring up all the time? Austin Reeves is the guy that other teams pick at. That's the guy they go at. So you got 3 of them in the same lineup at the same time, and DeAndre Ayton, who is not an overwhelmingly a dynamic big man who blocks shots, changes shots, and is an enforcer. That ain't his thing. And then Rui is a middle-of-the-way defender, not bad, but not great. So that's your starting lineup. You've got a few guys on the bench who compete, who put effort. Marcus Smart, we know that. That's literally where he's made his name into claim to fame. And also you got Vanderbilt. That's what he does as well. So some of the guys who play great defense, you got also Gabe Vincent, who's an effort guy. I'm not saying he's a great defender. You have all them on the bench, and that's, to me, the issue. Mix it up. Bring someone off the bench. Maybe you have to have a grown-up conversation with LeBron. It might be better if you come off the bench. Also, LeBron has some of the worst defensive ratings in this season, and we know that. So JJ acting as if he's baffled by this. Another name he needs to throw out there, if he's going to start throwing out names, is Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka, we see what's working in the NBA. It's a bunch of young, energetic guys. Don't care if they play 10 minutes to 20 minutes. It's like line shifts in hockey. I can throw in 4 to 5 guys. They're going to come in max effort. That's what's working in the NBA, and we don't have that, Rob Pelinka. You see what trends are happening. You did not adjust. So if he really also wants to throw some names out there, you ask for LeBron, you ask for Luka to be called out, Austin Reeves, call out Rob Pelinka as well, JJ Redick, because that team as constructed ain't going to compete with the top-notch teams in the NBA at all.
There's no doubt about it. And
they're letting teams score, Rob, 125, 135 regularly, not like every once in a while. Regularly, teams are putting up 120, 130 on them.
No doubt. All right, just a bad. It's bad. But JJ just kills me. This is the guy who's a know-it-all. He invented basketball, and as you said, keep putting out all the same exact lineup. And take accountability.
And he's a data guy. You know he's read the data.
And take accountability. He's the one who ripped Doc Rivers, and he wouldn't. Oh, Doc is always excuses. His excuse is he's going to blame just the players. Do a better job. Make some lineup changes. Put some defenders in. You can't just keep playing the same people and then you're acting. You really expect LeBron James to all of a sudden play defense at 41 years old?
Rob.
Come on, man. No.
Or scheme something up. If you know, Rob, if I know I don't have ball on man defenders, then we're going to have we've seen the Dallas Mavericks used to do this years and years ago.
You got to do something, right?
Exactly. When they had Dirk and some other guys, they were like, all right, we know we don't have the best. They would run some zone out there at times, 2-3 zone, 3-2 zones. Mix it up some. Run different plays. Like schematically, switch it up because if that's what you got, that's what you got.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Has JJ Redick shown himself to be a fraudulent head coach with the Lakers? We'll continue this conversation next with you. It is the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. We are in full effect. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, Alex, Rob G, Steve, we're all here for you on this Friday.
About time they showed up.
That's right. Stick and stay.
Unless, unfortunately, you believe in the Lakers in the US of A.
And then my favorite one was if I go back earlier in the chat when we mentioned on air, which is true, which is not slanderous whatsoever.
What did we say?
That Rob only likes black people and Jewish people.
Yeah, what they say?
They mentioned, yes, Ben Maller is Jewish too.
Yep. What?
Yeah. And another one says he likes them all except Doug Gottlieb.
Oh. There's always an exception.
There's always an exception to every
Everybody's
rule.
got one.
No,
Everybody's
he likes practicing. Doug's
Is that
not
what
practicing.
it is? He's not practicing.
Oh, good point. Touche.
Yeah.
I love all people. Now, you've known me for all these years, Alex.
Oh, that was too many L's in that all. I don't know about all people.
Alex?
Yes, Rob.
And that's usually what they say, isn't it, Alex? Well, no, I love I love this person. This they start naming. When you start naming off your friends.
I'm not naming off of friends, but I'm a people's person. I don't like it. Who do I not like is what I'm asking you. Have you ever met some? What do you
Would you like me to name them? 5 people that we all know.
Let me hear. I want to hear the names.
No,
Doug
just say
Gottlieb.
yeah. He didn't even argue it.
No, I want to hear the whole list.
You want me to name people that just work here? We're going to get in trouble. I'll do it if you want me to.
I want you
say
to
it in
do
our
it.
ears. Say it in our ears. Say it in
A
our
weekend host that thinks he's funny, but maybe not funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Does he go by multiple names?
He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Another weekend host that also does a daytime show in the Bay Area.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You don't like him?
What?
Former ESPN LA host.
I think it's the hair.
Who else? Basically anybody after this show.
Until Ben show?
Until Ben show.
Okay. That's a good window right there.
That's like 4 right there. I haven't even gotten to like the deep cuts.
That's true. And that's not to mention all the people who are dead to him.
Yes, that's another list.
I still don't know if I'm dead to him. He just has to tolerate me. Like, I guess I got to do a show. Yeah. I'm sure I'm dead to him.
I'm sure you've said something that really got under his claw.
I'm dead to him.
And he has like a list at home. And he's
Scott, HRU.
Kelvin Washington. We had a good run.
Scott, HRU. Is Kelvin's third year optional? Thank you. I'll take
just
the answer off air.
Is it optional for you or him?
Who said that?
Hey, Rob G, he ain't said no to none of these. That's
and if you notice, only one of them was Jewish. Rob loves Jewish people. Everybody
There's
practicing.
a few other people I don't know if
I grew up in New York. I love all people. And I do.
Well,
you know what? From a spiritual standpoint that we should all love people, I believe you.
By the way,
you like them?
No. The YouTubians weighing in on here's a list of people Rob don't like.
Who else?
Rick Barry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marcellus Wiley.
What?
LeVar Aaron. I think you like LeVar. I think
LeVar,
that's
right?
not fair to say you don't like LeVar.
Who said I didn't like LeVar?
Wait, back up one though.
Wait,
You don't
what?
like Marcellus? I didn't know this.
No, I don't like his analysis.
Jason Whitlock.
Well,
he went to Columbia like I did, and he went there 4 years. I only went 1 year.
where is this? On the back of that?
Ivy
Turn around. Let me see. It's on the back of that.
Don't say that.
Okay. Who else?
Rob's going to get it listed like it's the all-league stuff for Varsity Jack. It's going to be every college he
Columbia,
went to.
this one, USC.
I'm just having fun with y'all because I love everybody at the station.
Right.
Odd
all the
Mob, if
people
you
I
think
work
of
with.
more people Rob doesn't like, please put it in the chat.
Matthew
We'll read it later in
Stafford.
the show. You don't like Matthew Stafford?
What I
Rob
like?
Marinelli.
Don't like him?
Tom Izzo.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Oh, God.
Who else? We on
LeBron
fire
James.
right now.
Bronny James.
Shohei Ohtani. We on fire.
Yeah,
Bill Belichick.
All of them.
We don't have enough time to list
Yeah,
everybody.
we
do
on
we?
fire right now.
It's harder to find
Who
people
else
you
is
do
dead
like.
to him? Who else
There's like
do you
5 people, and then that'd be the end of the list.
You know Jay-Z's line, it was all good just a week ago.
Yep.
It was all good just a week ago. Now Phillip Rivers is on the
Don't like
list.
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers is minding his own business, mowing the lawn and
Did
coaching.
you see what I said out today?
What you said? I know, honey.
Rob, you saw.
I
right?
did.
Now you don't like healthcare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, this is Rob. I can defend you. This is your favorite song. This is how I know you love everybody. Rob loves this one.
We are the chill.
By the way, the good
Tell him, Rob.
documentary about it. If you, the We Are the World doc was lit.
Tell him, Rob.
Absolutely. You
Yes,
guys
sir.
are mad that I'm trying to unite people and I can move within all kinds of circles.
You know,
I could go in the Hispanic circle.
Oh, they definitely
I could
kick
go
you
in
out.
Mexican. I could go into the kosher circle, you know.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I can hang out with the bros. Yo, what up, bro?
We know that because one thing Rob gonna do, he gonna bro everything. You go MLB, bro. You go Fox, bro. You go haircut, bro. Barbershop, bro.
Don't forget you did the voice work for.
They wasn't supposed to tell people that.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Rob G, that man called me. I ain't hear from him in 10 years. That man ain't called me in 10 years. Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, I need you to.
HRU.
Hey, HRU. I was like, oh, man, Rob, do you think he texted the wrong person? What's up? Hey, man, you have such a wonderful velvety voice. Can you voice this for me? All right, can I say what it was?
Yeah, you can say it.
Okay. Fox Bro, because you need to know. That is when you need to get your Fox hits for the brothers, not the others. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky flashback Friday. Shout out to DJ Ali Alex on the ones and twos. Coming up in just a little bit, we are going to have Mike Stoney, better known as Stoney. He is host of 97.1 The Ticket in Detroit. We'll have him join us in just a little bit, talk about what's going on there. And as always, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. We're there right now, simulcasting live. You can see us on the YouTube. All you got to do is search Odd Couple FSR. You will see us on there. Hit thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, comment away, all that good stuff as well. Greatly appreciated. 877-99 on Fox. Let's go to Rob G, who's going to read some of the Odd Mob comments. All you YouTubians, what we got, Rob G?
Yeah, a lot of Odd Mob weighing in here. We'll start off here with the Lakers conversation. Clay G says, JJ Redick is a very trash coach. He's the same guy that disrespected the level of competition. And RIP to Jerry West, and that said, tell me what JJ Redick career sounded like. Fire JJ Redick, LeBron, and Bronny. Like, damn, bro, what did Bronny do to get fired? He barely even plays.
Bronny minded his own business right
And
now.
this is my favorite. I've been saying this one since the last hour. We did that whole Lions conversation about Jared Goff, and Cosmo's Rat, 69, by the way. Cosmo's Rat, 69. I had to put the 69 in there.
All right, make sure.
Said,
I'll just let you know.
Rob Parker was salivating for this take yesterday. And is that a Panda Express cup? I thought you was out, Rob, on part of that script counting situation.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Caught you slipping, bro.
No. I don't want to get into it because we don't have that much time, but I'll explain it to you.
We ain't got nothing but time.
No, we don't. All right, Rob G, we got all these calls people want to jump in on to JJ Redick.
Don't nobody care about the calls.
Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
Hey, guys. I think JJ Redick's still a phenomenal coach. I just think that right now there's not enough athleticism on the wing. I think I've been saying they need to trade LeBron, send him to New York, either get OG Anunoby or Miko Bridges. And I think he'd waive his no-trade clause to go to New York.
All right, thank you, Drew.
Let me ask you a question. I was going to ask you, or you can go, but just what makes him phenomenal? I haven't seen
nothing.
Like if you said I think
Kelvin.
he's still going to be good, I can understand that. If that's your opinion.
Nothing.
But the idea that he's phenomenal,
it's not based on anything.
It.
Exactly. It's not based on anything. It's what
like
is it based on?
Hey, I think he's on his way. He's learning. I think he's got some good traits. Okay, cool. Phenomenal. What am I missing?
Based on what? Rob G, who else? Did you say? I don't have anything.
Rob's not looking at his phone for once in the history of this show. Let's go to Johnny in Minnesota. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
Alvin.
What's up, Johnny?
Yo, what's up?
How you guys
Happy
been,
holidays
man?
to you.
How you guys been? Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, I want to say to y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you, too.
But this is what I got to say about JJ Redick. I think he's scared of LeBron. I really do. He's scared of LeBron. He's scared of the Luka Doncic. And he's intimidated by them fellas because they know that if he can't coach well enough, well, you got the two best players. Okay, I can't say the two best.
No. I get your point, and we appreciate the call.
Like
is that
they have more staying power than him.
They have status. He has no status. What status does he have? Zero. LeBron stomped his foot in that game after a call. He didn't get the call by the referee and didn't even run back. JJ Redick, if you're that guy and you're that phenomenal coach, as Drew said, call timeout and say, hey, LeBron, come here. Come out. I dare you. Dare you to do it one time. I dare you. Wouldn't do it. Luka, come sit down. You just let the guy blow by you and you didn't even put your hands up. I dare you to do it. They won't do it. JJ won't do it. He's a talker. Albert in Riverside, California. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Albert?
What's up, guys? Happy Merry Christmas. And it was not a good Christmas for me, being a diehard Lakers fan.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, man. Like watching these games, the more I watch the Lakers on defense, the more Rich Paul looks like a genius. Because he's right. They have no athleticism on the wing. Their best three players, including his client, by the way.
Hey, let me say this, Albert. Let me say this.
Cannot move their feet.
We didn't dispute what Rich Paul said. Neither Kelvin and I. We just thought it was out of place for him to say that publicly. That's it. For an agent to talk about how bad a team is constructed. That was weird.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure I got you. But, he's right. The best three players on the Lakers can't move their feet. Luka can't move his feet. LeBron can't move his feet. Austin Reeves, now he's hurt, can't move his feet. And the only guy that can defend with athleticism is on the bench, Jared Vanderbilt, and he can't score for a lick. So, what can he do? They have no guys that can score and defend. Dude, they're all one-dimensional. Which is not
why
I
said JJ needed to say Rob Pelinka. He needed to say, put some Rob Pelinka, put some smoke on his name a little bit.
100%.
This is what you gave me. When I see what's working around the league, you know what I mean? All right, so we got Stoney going to join us after the break right now. Steve DeSager going to get a set on what's trending.
Hello, the Lakers' Austin Reeves is out at least a month, re-injuring the calf. Anthony Davis of the Mavs due to miss a few games with a strained groin. Miami has won at Atlanta 126-111 despite 30 points from Trae Young. At Washington, the Wizards shot 59% from the floor and beat Toronto 138-117. Wizards now with a record of 6-23. It's just gone final. Charlotte wins at Orlando 120-105. LaMelo Ball 5 assists, 6 turnovers. Minute to go. Boston's going to win at Indiana. It's Celtics 138-120. This will put the Pacers record at 6-25. Jaylen Brown 30 points for the Celtics. And just starting the fourth quarter, Philadelphia leads at Chicago 88-83. Joel Embiid with 27 points. College basketball is still on Christmas break. Most teams resume on Sunday or Monday, men's and women's. The NHL is still off tonight, 13 games on Saturday. Plenty of bowl games coming up on Saturday. There are 3 on this Friday schedule. Currently, it's 9 minutes to go, second quarter. In Dallas, UT San Antonio has come back to lead 24-14 over Florida International. Minnesota won its bowl game in overtime against New Mexico 20-17. In Phoenix, Northwestern over Central Michigan. In Detroit, 34-7. Central Michigan with 4 turnovers in a span of 12 plays mid-game. Michigan's new football coach will be Kyle Whittingham from Utah. Packers quarterback Jordan Love will not play Saturday night due to his concussion, so Malik Willis will start, but he has been limited at practice this week with a sore shoulder. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is doubtful with a bruised back, so Tyler Huntley could start. There are 2 NFL games on Saturday, Texans at Chargers, then Ravens at Packers, and Sunday on Fox TV, Philadelphia at Buffalo. Bills quarterback Josh Allen is due to play despite a foot injury. He practiced fully today. Buffalo kicker Matt Prater still out with a quad injury. The Patriots say there's still a chance running back Travion Henderson plays Sunday after a concussion last week, but 2 of their wide receivers are out, and Maxx Crosby, defensive end for the Raiders, will not be played by the team Sunday against the Giants due to a knee injury. Back to you.
Steve, have a wonderful weekend, my friend.
Thank
Thank you so much. Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky Flashback Friday. And every goal starts with an assist on and off the field. That's why Haleon and U.S. Soccer are launching For the Assist. It's a celebration of everyday acts of support that help people achieve their goals with iconic brands like Sensodyne, Tums, Voltaire, and Advil and Centrum. And if you want to learn more, go to HaleonAssist.com. Join up Mike Stone, better known as Stoney, host on 97.1 The Ticket in Detroit. And you can give him a follow to Stoney16. And he endured the first goal of working with Rob Parker, and he shoots me text messages, Rob, you tell him, hey, Kelvin, I know what you're dealing with. I know what's going on. Here's some advice. Push through. It's going to be all right. Stoney, what's going on, man?
Come on, Kevin. How can you do this?
Is that me, Stoney? Stoney and
what do you mean? I thought it was you. I thought it was you.
Stoney and I hosted the Odd Couple in Detroit back in 1994 on the very first all-sports radio station in the city of Detroit. Yes, that's great right. Memories, yes. But Stoney, right. Let's get here with the Lions. I mean, I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs. I don't know where you were, losing 2 coordinators and then some other issues, obviously. How shocked is the city that the Lions aren't going to the playoffs?
Overall, they're probably shocked. A few weeks ago, the writing was on the wall that they'd have to do some really incredible things. Losing to Pittsburgh the way they lost was, par for the course. Look, I thought they'd make the playoffs. But I thought they'd be 10-7. Everybody knew when you lose the coordinators, they won 15 the year before. And the thing that really hurt them more than anything was Ragnow retiring in June. One of the best centers in football, and that team was built on their offensive line, and their offensive line was not as good because of that. And Zeitler leaving as well, and that's Brad Holmes. They didn't prepare for this. They should have known this was possible, and that's what really killed them more than anything.
Stoney, I'm going to say this real quick, that I get the Pittsburgh loss and the way they lost, but when they lost to Minnesota, Kelvin and I talked about that. Mm-hmm. That was the game in Detroit where, JJ McCarthy had just come back, and that was the game to me that put them on the brink.
You're right, Rob. I mean, I believe, I don't have it in front of me, I believe they were 4-1 and had a bye and came home after the bye, and that's when they played Minnesota. And that doesn't usually happen. So, yes, that was the first sign. And then they went basically win, loss. And everybody said, well, this team's, they don't lose back-to-back games. Well, they finally did, and, the writing's on the wall. They have to have a come-to-Jesus meeting during the off-season and figure out, because everybody knew they needed another pass rusher to go with Aiden Hutchinson. And all Brad Holmes said, no, we're good. We'll bring the band back together. Guys who were hurt, Marcus Davenport, all the names. Guys they were not aggressive in free agency and at the deadline, kind of like every other team in Detroit, really. And it's sad because they had a chance to maybe improve and continue to run. Now, I don't think the window's closed because a lot of their good players, the core of the team, Stool, St. Brown, Gibbs, these guys are all signed long-term. And if they have a good off-season, they should be okay.
Stoney, here's why I'm going to push back and tell you you're Meshuggah, okay?
Okay.
Is Jared Goff can't win big games. It's the reason the Rams got rid of him. Last year, 9.5-point favorites at home. I don't care what he does during the regular season. He wet the bed with 4 turnovers.
Yeah,
this to keep your season alive. I'm not saying he's going to keep your season alive against the third-string quarterback who threw for 51 yards, 3 net yards, okay? 3 net yards. He's the guy that you come up and have 5 turnovers in a game like that to keep your season alive. There's too many times of that, Stoney, where I don't believe you can win a Super Bowl with him.
I won't say too many times. He had a horrible game yesterday. People forget that he did win 2 playoff games 2 years ago. So it's not that he sucks in big games. He had 2 bad games. And the problem is he's a very good quarterback. He's not elite. And people think you have to be elite to win, and I'm not sure. If the other parts of the team played better, like the offensive line, I think would have been a different
Stoney,
team.
you can't turn the ball over. Even Washington, come on. You can't turn the ball.
Rob, I said he played horrible in those games, and I said he's good. He's not elite. Okay, so you get rid of Goff. What do you do, Rob?
I'm just telling you that you could do whatever. I know people fear the unknown, just like you're setting up, Stoney. But sometimes you got to fear the known. He's the known. There's a reason that McVay, who everybody rants and raves about, he's an offensive genius, didn't want him anymore, even though he got them to the Super Bowl. Go back to Jared Goff's regular season. They had the 5th greatest offense in the history of the NFL. Go look it up. They averaged 35 points a game. 35 points a game, and guess what they had in the Super Bowl? They had an 89-yard field goal. That's all they had. And that's when McVay said, I can't do this. No, I'm not going to win.
Okay, Rob, who took him down the field in the game-winning drive in the NFC Championship game to get him in the Super Bowl? So, yeah, he had a bad Super Bowl. Look, you lived here. I will take Jared Goff in a bad Super Bowl here. I don't care.
Good luck. What I'm telling you, Stoney, is that the Lions are not getting to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff.
Fine. You know what? Then I don't know what else they can do. Can they trade Jared Goff and 2 number 1s for Joe Burrow? That's the problem. They can't take draft 15 and get a franchise quarterback.
Well, wait a minute. Did you see what the Denver Broncos did? They cut a guy with a big salary number, $85 million, in Russell Wilson, and they went with a rookie. I'm just saying you don't have to just stick with what you have when you realize you're not going to get where you're going to.
There's nothing there this year.
And Stoney, I think
my point is that Jared Goff is not the main problem with this football team.
Stoney, will they win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff, yes or no?
Win a Super Bowl? Probably not.
Okay, all right. So what's the difference? If you don't feel if you told me no way he's going to get it done, then I'd have a different conversation. But you're not even sure.
He ain't Josh Allen. You're acting like people. Nobody said he's that, Rob. And it costs way too much money. And also they're paired at the hip. Dan Campbell and Jared Goff are paired.
Rid of
whereas
both
Russell Wilson, Russell Wilson and Sean Payton, they're not paired. They didn't even like each other. So that was easier to get rid of a guy than a guy that you like. Stoney, I want to ask you. Switch up. Mike Stone is our guest. Stoney, of course, 97 won a ticket in Detroit. Let me ask you this: same state, go at same sport, different team. The Michigan Wolverines signed Kyle Whittingham, 66-year-old, got a 5-year deal, whole lot of winning in Utah.
They gave him a retirement package.
What do you make of the signing? I thought he's the perfect guy to find your next guy. He's going to compete for the next 4 or 5 years, might even get you in the college football playoff championship. You never know. He's been that great with Utah. Now he has resources and money. What do you make?
You're exactly right. They lucked into this. I mean, this guy won't be calling OnlyFans at halftime of games. They needed somebody to just basically clean up this enema, this program that they needed an enema, and he can do it. Is he going to be the greatest coach? No, everybody considers him a really good coach. I think it was the right guy for the right time.
66 years old, they give him a 5-year contract for
Rob. How old? Rob, Kurt Signetti's 64. They think he discovered football because of what he's done in Indiana.
Stoney.
What?
They didn't even want him at Utah after 21 years. They asked him. He was in the transfer portal. That's the guy that Utah's had him for 21 years, and they were like, "Okay, thanks very much. You can exit now." Come on, man.
Yeah, now he has NIL money. He can recruit better players.
Stoney, they're gonna win the national championship too. You got that all set? Yeah, at Michigan. They've won two national championships, and one. Jim Harbaugh cheated.
Kevin, here's the deal. If you can't win a championship, you should fire every coach in America.
Yes.
So let me guess, Stoney, you work with Rob Parker.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
How many Pulitzers did you win? Should you be fired?
I mean, I don't even want to talk about my accolades, so I'll just stop there. I'll give you plenty of moments, Stoney, in situations where I was at the top of the list in my profession and different things. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I know that, but you missed the point.
No, I didn't miss the point. Is that I'm just telling you, you can do that all you want. I'm just shocked that that's all these other coaches, young guys, people with that you feel better about long term, that you hire such an older guy. That's all from Michigan. That's all. A 66-year-old is a weird hire to me.
Well, the timing was part of it. They couldn't wait for DeBoer anymore. And Dillingham, I think they were afraid. You can criticize them if you want for trying another young guy, because they had that with Sharon Moore. They were in a bad situation. I think the athletic director should be fired first, to be honest with you.
I agree with that. I'm there with you. All I'm going to tell you.
Michigan has turned into a cesspool. They got to clean it up, and I love Michigan. That's what this is. Kelvin is right. It's a bridge coach for 3 to 4 years.
All right,
that's what this will be. They'll get the right guy. This is to clean up the ship, get the program back squeaky clean, and then we'll move on and find our new young 34-year-old.
When he's rushed to the hospital after a pork chop meal, then you'll come back.
Do you hear this ageism, Stoney? The man acts like he's 25 years younger than him.
I know, it's crazy. Rob, he's younger. He's younger than me. I can coach.
This is what I'm talking
Stoney,
about.
how old are you?
All I know that the Pistons and Red Wings are in first place, and the Lions aren't in the playoffs.
Unbelievable.
And the Tigers are sitting twiddling their thumbs instead of getting a
Well,
bat.
I'm going to say this, Stoney. I know your birthday's coming up at the end of the month. Is it 29th? Is it 29th?
Yeah, that's very good.
Come on now. I'm your partner. That we worked together a long time ago. I still know your birthday is December 29th, and an early happy birthday to you. Okay, buddy?
Early happy birthday, and he doesn't want you to do anything else, Stoney, because you're too old, according to him.
Hey, Stoney, no pork chops on your birthday, okay? I want you around.
All right. I don't want. Is it pork chops aren't kosher? Are they? I don't know.
That's a good point. And you should know, Rob. Come on now.
That's right.
Thank you, Stoney. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
No doubt. Hey, we got to go because we got to do NFL picks. Get pick up next. So it's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
The shorter shorts. You know what?
What?
I'm glad he walked out on Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr deserves all of it. All the smoke. He has created this monster in Draymond Green, and to have him walk out on his teammates and for it to be okay. And I would have told that dude, you better not come back out here, even if he ain't in the game. You better stay there if you're going to walk away from your teammates when you're trying to win a damn game. How dare Steve Kerr? Why does he continue to coddle this guy? Steve Curdle Milk is what you should be called, because your methods of coaching is ridiculous. He allowed him to sucker punch a guy, never even gave him a suspension, let Draymond talk about he walked away from the team and there was no discipline. And then they didn't want to suspend him because they wanted to make sure he was there for the ring ceremony so that he could get there. I would have said you got suspended for 10 games and we're giving out the rings on opening night and you won't get yours that night. I don't understand it. How do the other players allow that? You're another player on the team. You're going to let this guy walk out? Everybody has disagreements. You can't walk out on your teammates. What kind of coach has Steve Kerr turned into to allow this guy to do whatever he wants and then come back out? Kelvin, seriously, you play basketball. Come back out for what? You walked out on us. We're a team. Win together, lose together. We can argue. You can't walk out. It's ridiculous. I don't understand Steve Kerr, but I'm glad. Draymond, he's giving you a ton of rope. Use it. Make him look like the fool, because that's what it looks like. Really? Steve Kerr has no control over the team? You can walk out. Don't come back here. You don't come back until you apologize to everybody on this bench and this team and tell them it'll never happen again. Come back out. Oh, he wouldn't go back in the game. And you know what tells you how weak Steve Kerr is? You know what the reporter said?
You beat me to it. Yep.
You know what the reporter asked him? Was that
Draymond's decision?
Or yours? What?
I was when I heard that, I was like, what? Hold on, what? I would have went off for the reporter.
For the reporter to even ask him that.
But that shows,
tells you that.
That shows the leeway and the
ridiculous.
The excuses that have been built. All right, a couple of things. So you touched on a lot of that, and we disagreed and argued all day yesterday. We started off the show here mostly agreeing on this. This has been something that's been built up with this team for now 10, 15, 10, 12 years. They've allowed things with Draymond that have not been allowed with any other teammate. And you just mentioned something. You said, well, why would somebody else on the team should have been like, hey, man, you can't be doing that. That's the issue, is that their best player, Steph, is not that kind of guy. So Draymond would have Draymond. You get what I'm saying? If there was another Draymond would have Draymond Greened it right then. But there's nobody else who's built like that. And so Steve Kerr has built and created where Draymond gets away with stuff that nobody else could get with. Because if Draymond tried to get away with the stuff Draymond does, he would have let him know. He would have checked him.
I don't doubt for 1 second if Michael Jordan was on that bench, he would have grabbed him and said, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Or the opposite. If you left, when you come back, no, we good. We good on you today.
Get back.
We don't need you. You didn't want to be a part of this comeback, this win, whatever. We don't need you right now. So let me elaborate on a couple other things. I think Steve Kerr is so much indoctrinated with Phil Jackson's ideology and the way Phil Jackson coached. Phil Jackson was so unique. He was telling Dennis Rodman, hey, go blow steam off in Vegas. And I think Steve Kerr adopted too much of that where I know I got different personalities. I got to allow this guy to do that. I got to let this guy do that. I'm going to give him leeway. I'm going to be harder on him. And I think he's trying to do that too much. Draymond has been allowed to do too much from a league standpoint and from a Warrior standpoint. You can't stomp people in the chest, punch your own teammates, punch other people, head like Rudy Gobert, cuss people out, cuss Kevin Durant out. That's so much so that he leaves the team. Like, how much more can a man get away with? And that's the thing that blows me away. And Steve Kerr has to have a point where he puts his foot down, or that team. Who checks Draymond?
Nobody.
Does anybody in the organization check Draymond? Does the bully ever get bullied? And it reminds me of a scene in one of my favorite movies, Road to Perdition. Anybody ever seen Road to Perdition? There's a scene where basically the head boss man, his son is just a terrible, incompetent gangster. Tom Hanks is really the one who should be his son, but is not his biological son. The bad dude, the bad son, goes off, does some wild stuff, and even hurts Tom Hanks' kids, kills his family and everything. And then basically Tom finally gets to him and he says, well, why you let him do that? And he said, well, that's my son. What did you want me to do? And that's what Steve Kerr has created, where they look at Draymond and go, well, I mean, that's our guy. What do you want us to do? No, somebody check him. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a
Funky Flashback Friday. Shout out to Mike Stone, just joined us a moment ago. Appreciate that. Mike, Rob G will have that conversation with Stoney up on the podcast. Go check it out. And feeding off the success of our college basketball bracket challenge each March, we decided to do a bracket challenge for the college football playoff. It's right now that there are 8 teams left standing. It is bracket challenge time. Compete against our Fox Sports Radio hosts and against fellow listeners to see who has the best college football playoff bracket. Play for your chance to win $1,000. Visit foxsportsradio.iheart.com to register, get rules, and to fill out your bracket. Entry will be open until before kickoff at 7:30 Eastern on New Year's Eve. Again, fill out the bracket at foxsportsradio.iheart.com for your chance to win $1,000. All right, it's now time for NFL Pigskin Pickoff.
You ready to retire? The Odd Couple is gonna make you rich.
Gambling, vice, corruption.
It's their Pigskin Pickoff.
That's right, NFL Pigskin Pickoff, picking NFL games against the spread. All these odds courtesy of Lamar Mitchell, BetMGM, friend of the show, who's drunk off his ass right now. Shout out to Lamar, enjoying the holiday season.
TMI.
Can't wait to get him on next week to talk about it. All right, guys, before we look forward, we got to look back. Last week, Kelvin Washington 4-1, Rob Parker 2-3, but Rob's got the 12-game lead on the season.
How in the world did he go 4-1? What game?
He's so good.
Hold on, don't settle down, Rob. Okay,
And we're running out of time, so let's get to it.
All right, let's get
to it.
Week 17, all these games got big playoff implications. First game, Texans at the Chargers. Chargers 2-point home favorites, Rob Parker.
Taking the Texans. I got the Texans in this one. I love their defense.
Then I got to go Chargers.
Game number 2. This is a doozy. Baltimore Ravens at the Packers. Packers 4.5-point home favorites, Jordan Love out. Lamar Jackson doubtful. Battle of the backups. Kelvin.
Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers too. Because you know what? Their quarterback.
Yes, same reason. Malik Willis, is it?
What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about is
Future Raider?
There you go. Future Raider.
That's right. All right, game number 3. Pigskin Pickoff. The Philadelphia Eagles in Buffalo taking on Josh Allen and the Bills. Bills 1.5-point home favorites. Rob Parker.
I'm going to take the Eagles in this one. The Bills have won like 15 out of 16. It's time for a loss at home.
Yeah, but I'm going to go the Bills. They're trying to get right in as they can move forward into the playoffs, keep things rolling.
And the Eagles still, right? Aren't they playing for something? Number 2 poll?
Everybody's playing for something this week. This is a tough one. All right, game number 4, Pigskin Pickoff. Sam Darnold, Seahawks, 7-point road favorites in Carolina against the Panthers. Kelvin Washington.
Seahawks.
I'm going to take the Panthers. They
lose but cover.
Yeah, they cover that. That's 7.5. They're better than that.
Big game for them. If they win, they clinch the division. Game number 5, the big one, Rob Parker, Chicago Bears taking on Brock Purdy and the Niners. Niners 3-point home favorites, Rob Parker.
I'm going to take the Bears. The Bears. I am going to do that, yes.
It's in San Fran, right?
In the Bay.
Yeah, give me the Bay. Give me the 49ers.
All right, Kelvin going to make some movement here.
I need it.
Is that he's going to get 12 games? Is it 12 games?
He's going to get 4.
Be about 9 after this. Then next week, you know what I'm saying?
Nine after this? Come on, stop.
I think we did 3 of the different ones, didn't we?
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?